it straight. Crime is a sucker's road, and those who travel it wind up in the gut of the prison of the grave. This time, a friend with millions, a myopic chemist and a long-haired piano player, were thrown into panic because a brilliant young lady with a gun was taking a big step in the wrong direction. It happened like this.
From the pen of Raymond Chandler, outstanding author of crime fiction, comes his most famous character in The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. Now, with Gerald Moore starred as Philip Marlowe, we bring you tonight's exciting story, The Big Step.
Yes, sir, Mr. Marlowe. I always figure shoes are just like faces.
How's that, champ?
Well, they make it old and they make it wrinkled, but they're still okay as long as they got a shine on them.
Yeah, it keeps that right in condition, huh, champ?
Yes, sir. Hey, let me just spank up this one again, huh?
Sure. Oh, come in.
Mr. Marlowe?
Yeah?
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know you was busy.
That's all right. Okay, champ, I guess it does it. Here you are.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Marlowe. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right. Well, now that my shoes have a new lease on life, won't you sit down? Miss,
Cantor. Mrs. Betty Cantor.
Oh.
I'm a waitress at the Shelton Cafe. I need your help, Mr. Marlowe. There's something you could do for me. You free to take a case?
Well, I'm free, depending on the case. What is it?
Well, today, this friend of mine, Shirley Vitello, comes into the restaurant where I work.
Yeah.
She takes her usual table, and while she's waiting for her order, she starts reading the paper.
Well, it's all quiet so far, Betty.
Yeah, but just when I'm bringing in the tomato juice, it happens. She sees something in the paper that scares her. Scares her bad.
What was it, Betty? Do you know?
I don't know. She mutters something, and then she runs out of the place. Her face was gray like ashes. Later, I got to worrying. I called her at home, then at the lab where she works, even her husband's studio. No luck.
Now, wait a minute, Betty. I don't quite get the connection. You and Shirley Vitello, I mean.
Oh, I don't know her social. We're only chummy at the restaurant. She's been eating there for years.
Well, that's a basis for friendship.
Well, about 6 months ago, I was in bad trouble. And Shirley came through with $200 when it seemed like more money than I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
It kept me and my husband together. So, you see, she means a lot to me.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, look, Bet, what was this about a lab?
Well, Shirley's a technician. She works as an assistant to a chemist named Softman. Abraham Softman, out on Melrose someplace.
Mm-hmm. What about Shirley's husband? Do you know him?
Gilbert? Oh, yeah. He comes in with her a lot. He's a piano composer and a real nice guy. He lives for his work. He's unknown now, but he's a real genius,
Oh,
Shirley says.
sure.
She'd do anything to keep him and his music going.
Yeah, well, tell me, this friend of yours saw something in a paper you said that scared her. Now, that's all you know, huh?
Yeah. And I want you to find out why and help her. Here's $50, Mr. Marlowe. That's what you charge, ain't it?
More or less, yeah. By the way, Mrs. Cantor, where's your ring?
I sometimes take it off when I'm working.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
Or perhaps when you hock it to raise $50? Look, Betty, I'm a careless guy. You better hold the money, huh?
Oh, but Mr.
Where
Marlowe...
do the Vitellos live?
But Mr.
We're
Marlowe...
in a hurry, Betty, remember? Where's the address?
Well, it's 3140 Veteran Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
And in case you want it, Gilbert's studio is Benedict Canyon, 510. Thanks, Mr. Marlowe. And you call me at Empire 17087, huh?
When Betty Cantor was gone, I got in my car and drove out to Veteran Avenue. You know, she was a pathetic little creature. And with a little effort, she could have that touch and glow look. Oh, well. 3140 was one of those small but neat houses that grow like mushrooms overnight on the post-war California landscape. It was locked, dark, and quiet. I went around to the back and started on the windows. The third one opened when I tried it. I climbed in, turned on some lights, and made the grand tour, then entered in the den. The only indication that anyone had been there all day was a current issue of the L.A. Star crumpled in the wastebasket. I pulled it out and started through it. On page 5, I found the hole where a 2-column story had been clipped out. And then somebody was at the front door. I started toward it, but changed my mind at the sound of the key in the lock. Instead, moved back into the den and watched. The head that belonged on a gopher wearing a battered fedora and inch-thick glasses above a fur-collared coat peeked in. Gave the place a myopic once-over and headed straight for the den. So I stepped out where he could see me.
I've never seen you before. What are you doing here?
You tell me first, Pop. I'm bigger than you are.
I'm Dr. Abraham Softman.
Softman? Oh, the chemist Shirley Vitello works for. Is that why you have the key?
Yes, she leaves unfinished. She leaves work here for me to pick up. It's a convenience for both of us. But now you can also explain, maybe?
Well, a friend thinks your assistant's in trouble. I'm trying to find out. The name's Marlowe.
Aha. I suspected now I'm right.
What?
Shirley came to the laboratory late from lunch today and very much upset. She left again soon, right in the middle of our most important crimson test.
Your what?
Our crimson test.
Oh, yeah.
Without one word to me, she left. Never does this happen before. In all the 5 years, she has been my loyal right hand.
Well, tell me, what's the nature of your research, Dr. Softman?
We are developing new commercial dyes. Oh, such a beautiful crimson we have now.
Really?
Shirley knows as much as I do about all of it.
Hmm.
Mr. Marlowe, was it you who opened the desk drawer there?
No. I didn't notice it till now. 2 boxes of 32 caliber ammunition. 9 shells gone from the top one.
She kept a gun there. I've seen it before. That's gone too. What kind of trouble needs a gun, Mr. Marlowe?
Oh, I could think of a few. And they all say we better locate Shirley and soon. Now look, Doc, I want to ask you...
Just one moment,
What?
please. Maybe you will know if this means anything. I found this under her work table after she left this afternoon. Is it maybe something?
I don't know. Let me see. Empty reservation envelope from Federal Airlines, L.A. to New York, departure 11:35 tonight. Made out to Ruth Britton. Ruth Britton? Who's that?
Well, I don't know her, but she must be something to Shirley. Perhaps this Ruth Burton is the trouble.
Well, the airline number's here. Where's the phone?
It's out there in the other room, there on the table.
Yeah, I got it. Matson 28610.
Good evening, Federal Airlines. Agent Frederick Stowe speaking.
Frederick, do you have a Ruth Britton listed on your 11:35 flight to New York?
Oh, just one moment now, sir. I'll check.
Oh, no.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, well, I've got to locate her. Do you have an address or a phone number there?
Oh, no, sir, I do not. And even if I did, I'm afraid I couldn't.
Freddie boy, this is important. I need that information. Now describe it to me. What does she look like?
Oh, dear, I'm afraid I can't. I must have sold the ticket. I'm the only agent on duty, but I just can't seem to think where
Try, will you think?
I am. How do you expect me to remember 75 or 80 faces every day?
Now listen,
Good heavens, don't you think I get confused?
Yes, I do.
Every time 9 or 10 jerks come in here at once, all wanting tickets at the same time. Don't you think I have the right to do it?
Frederickson. Now look, Doc. Now look, do me a favor, will you?
What is it?
Stay right here and wait for Shirley. If she comes back, hold her. I'm going to look up her husband, Gilbert. The first stop was a newsstand. I bought an L.A. Star, turned to page 5, and found that the missing story was on a man identified only as Denneker, who'd been hit by a taxi on Temple Street at 8 a.m. The only reason it rated 2 columns was that before he lapsed into unconsciousness, he told the ambulance crew from the Citizens Emergency Hospital that he knew he was going to die and wanted to clear his conscience by confessing a crime he'd committed. It ended with police standing by. I drove on into Benedict Canyon, wondering what kind of a bridge it was going to take to span the gap between a female chemist and a downtown traffic accident. I was still wondering when I got the number 510. All I could see of Gilbert Vitello's studio over the brush around it was something pseudo-Spanish that had been stuck onto a piece of vertical real estate by an optimist in the early 20s. The path had been opened from the driveway to the house, and as I walked to the door, the piano music from inside got louder, but not better. Even in the long-haired circle, that stuff needed a haircut. Hey! Hey! Vitello, break it up a minute, will you?
What's the meaning of this outburst? I'm working and I won't be interrupted. Who are you? What do you want anyway?
Take it easy, Mr. Vitello. My name is Marlowe. Betty Cantor sent me here because she's worried about your wife.
The waitress worried about Shirley. Why?
Well, she's in some kind of trouble. Have you seen her tonight?
No, not since this morning, but that's not unusual. I often work late. My music is very demanding. Now, what gives that waitress the idea that Shirley's in trouble?
Your wife's reaction to a newspaper story. It scared the wits out of her. About a taxi hitting a man named Denneker. Mean anything to you?
Denneker? Shirley worked with a fellow by that name once, I believe, but why would that story frighten her?
Well, I was hoping you'd tell me. you have a gun?
A little .32 pistol. It's at home. Why?
It's gone.
See here, what's this all about? Tell me the truth and be quick about it.
Oh, shut up.
Answer my question.
All right. My wife was shocked by that item on Denneker. She isn't at home, she isn't at Selfman's lab, and hasn't been all afternoon, and what's more, she's got a gun. That's all I know, except for one thing. Who's Ruth Britton?
She's a friend of Shirley's from the East. She's been visiting relatives out here. Why?
Nothing. Maybe Shirley's got a plane reservation for her, that's all.
Mr. Marlowe, if that's all you have to offer, why don't you get out of here so I can go to work? I'm quite certain if Shirley were actually in trouble, she'd come to me for help. And incidentally, tell Betty Cantor to take some vitamins or something. She's becoming a meddlesome busybody.
You know, there was a quality about Gilbert Vitello that made me want to sock him on the temperament with the heavy end of his grand piano. When I started down the path to the driveway, I forgot about him. Because a pair of headlights slashed through the foliage like a giant scythe. I ran to where I could see and watched the girl in a brown suit get out of a sleek new Hudson and start toward the house. Then she saw me. She backed away, then threw me one scared look and darted into a side path like a jittery cottontail. I followed as fast as I could, but it was home ground to her, and in 20 yards I was outclassed. I lost her at the corner of a sagging shed and stopped to listen for her footsteps. I heard something else, but not in time to duck. Oh!
You there, you. Marlowe, is that you, Marlowe? Marlowe, what happened, Marlowe? I heard a car come in with a crowd.
Shut up. Well, Shirley, she slugged me.
I don't believe it. You're lying.
Okay, I'm lying. What it's worth to you, Die Hard, your wife isn't kidding. She told me personally with a blunt instrument. Play that knee flat, Jack.
Mr. Marlowe, did you get something?
Lumps.
Oh, look at...
How about you, Dr. Softman?
No, nothing. Come in. No one has come here. You found out something?
Ever hear of a guy named Denneker, Doc?
Me hear of Morris Denneker? 5 times in the past 3 years, Morris Denneker in Chicago has beaten me by introducing a new dye substance or a new process just days ahead of me. 5 times this happened.
He's a dye chemist, too, huh?
A brilliant one. I admire him. But why do you
Listen,
ask
this
me?
is beginning to fit like a rubber glove. Denneker's in a hospital right here in L.A. He may not live, and he wants to confess to a crime. Here, look.
What?
Now, read it yourself. When Shirley saw that story, it threw her into a panic, and now it only figures one way. Your assistant has been selling your new developments to Denneker before you released them.
No, it is not true. Shirley would not do this thing, not to me.
Okay, Doc, we'll see. Now, look, why don't you go back to your lab and wait? I'm going to the hospital now and do some more fast addition. If it comes right, just don't forget you're a scientist, will you?
Oh, I would not forget. Now, you remember something, Mr. Marlowe. 2 + 2 does not always make 4, especially when you are adding up human hearts.
In just a moment, the second act of Philip Marlowe. But first, Wednesday's Wonderful on CBS, with Dr. Christian, Groucho Marx, Bing Crosby, and Burns and Allen all coming your way over most of these same CBS stations. This Wednesday, Brother Bob Crosby visits Bing. Gracie Allen stumps the income tax experts. Groucho will be on hand with his ad-libs and teams of opposition. And Dr. Christian makes a wily grandmother stick to the truth for once. So be listening this Wednesday, won't you? Now, with our star, Gerald Moore, we return to the second act of Philip Marlowe and tonight's story, The Big Step.
It was 20 stop-and-go minutes through the snarled early evening traffic over to the Citizens Emergency Hospital. All the way, I kept hoping that Denneker's confession wasn't going to have anything to do with Shirley Vitello. When I was there, standing next to Detective Lieutenant Matthews and filling him in to date, I racked that hope up under wishful thinking. Morris Denneker had already come to.
Yeah, Marlowe, about a half hour ago. He didn't say too much.
How much?
Only something about this woman you mentioned, this Shirley Vitello, and the formula for some kind of a bleaching agent. Then he went out again. Hey, look, this Vitello girl who currently adds up to something very dishonest, what does she look like?
Oh, blonde, about 5'4", maybe 30.
Wearing a dark brown suit, no hat?
That's right. She been around?
Yeah, I spotted her here in the hall about 45 minutes ago. Claimed she was a reporter, but she didn't make any small talk with the other news hands. I got a little suspicious. Just then Denica came too, so I went in there. When I came back out, she was gone. Hey, Marlowe, you know where we can pick her up?
No, I don't, Lieutenant.
Doesn't look so good for her. She could be pretty desperate right now. Like a quick trip to the country.
Or like worse, she's got a gun, Matthews. And now with Denica starting to talk, very little hope left. I better be going.
Where?
Just going, Matthews.
Hey, wait
I'll keep in touch.
Wait a minute. Look, we have a big organization, Mr. Marlowe. We're equipped to handle all kinds. We could do almost as good a job as you. Just keep that in mind, will you?
Yeah. And I'm glad you said almost. So long. I got back into my car and pointed it toward the Vitello place on Veteran Avenue again. Because I didn't know where else I could possibly pick up Shirley's trail. I felt like an uncomfortable emptiness was in the pit of my stomach. You know, like the guy who stands on a street corner and watches an ambulance intern scrape up a traffic victim. He knows he didn't have anything to do with it, but that knowledge doesn't make him feel any better. Shirley Vitello was headed for trouble, bad trouble. And the pathetic little kid, Betty Cantor, who came into my office and started the whole thing, could get hurt in the process. Well, I parked in front of the place, which from inside, a desk lamp showed a circle of light the size and color of a lemon lifesaver, and the front door was open inches, as though somebody had left in a big hurry. I walked on eggs as far as the door and nudged it. And I saw it. On the table in the far corner of the room, a note propped up against the lamp and nothing else. I started toward it.
Don't move. I'm behind you, and I've got a gun.
Oh, fine. .32 caliber out of the desk drawer, no doubt.
No doubt. Marlowe, why are you mixing into something that's no business of yours?
I'm a private detective working for your friend Betty Cantor. She's worried about you, Shirley.
Marlowe, what's done is done. Betty can't help me. You can't help me. Nobody can help me. I stole Softman's work, and I sold it to Morris Deneker. I didn't count on a deathbed confession.
Why'd you do it?
I love my husband, and he needs money to go on with his work.
No. Gilbert's in on this with you, huh?
Oh, no. No, he isn't. He thought my wages were high, that's all. The note I left there on the table makes that clear. Also,
Also what?
It's goodbye. I love him, Marlowe. When I'm gone, he'll have enough money to carry on. Keep the studio that means so much to him. And nothing can be taken away from him. I've seen to that, legal-like.
Just what do you mean gone, Shirley? How far is gone?
A long way, Marlowe. All the way.
Suicide? Oh, no, Shirley, you
Marlowe,
can't mean
let's
that.
not talk anymore. And don't bother about that phone. It's only Gilbert.
How do you know?
Well, when I pulled up outside here after I came from the hospital, he was home. I didn't want to speak to him, so I drove on until I came to a phone booth. And then I called here and told him to meet me at the Saffron Bar. It's an old hangout of ours.
You wanted to leave a note for him, but didn't want to face him, is that it?
Yeah. He'll keep calling on and off for quite a while before he comes back here. I figured it would be better that way. I didn't want him chasing me. The sea air might give the big lug a cold. It always did. Well, Marlowe, it looks like it's about time to put you away for safekeeping.
I don't think so, Shirley. I think the phone is a bit...
No! Next time, Marlowe, it'll be more than a vase, but just as fragile. No. The closet cedar lining's strong. It should hold you long enough. Get in, Marlowe. Go on.
Okay. And it is, baby. But first...
What?
The step you're about to take, Shirley.
Yeah,
Listen.
I know all about it. It's a big step, isn't it, Marlowe? Will save your breath. I wouldn't be any happier in prison or running away, believe me. Not a bit happier. Go on, Marlowe.
Nobody's home. Shirley Vitello was mixed up about a lot of things in life, but that doesn't include closets, because the one she put me in was strong. The lining she called cedar must have been hand-me-down armor plate from a retired battle wagon. So all in all, I was 45 minutes alternately kicking and resting while the insistent telephone marked the 5-minute intervals for me. But finally, it was the wood around the lock that gave way. I was out. Hello?
Hello, sir. Who's this?
Marlowe, Vitello, and save your questions till you hear what I have to say.
Marlowe, where's my wife? She was supposed to meet me here at the Saffron Bar.
I said save it. Now listen. Your wife's out to kill herself.
No, Marlowe, no!
Yes, tell me, did you two have a favorite spot out near the ocean?
I don't see what
I don't care whether you see or not, did you or didn't you?
Yes, the Redondo fishing pier below Santa Monica.
Good. Now keep listening, Vitello, and do as I say. Come straight home.
But Marlowe, it surely...
Do as I say, Vitello. And back here and sit tight with fingers crossed. I'll worry about the pier. Goodbye. Second connection was broken. I picked up the phone again, dialed 116, got through to police emergency operator, and from there to Matthews, who was still at the Citizens Hospital. I told him to pick me up in a squad car and get ready for a fast 10-mile drive to the Redondo fishing pier, where Shirley Vitello was going to kill herself. And I got outside and waited the 4 longest minutes of my life, until finally Matthews screeched up to a halt. When I piled in, we took off, siren wide open.
Less than a minute now, Marlowe. Pier's only a couple of blocks away.
Good. Better have Mooney kill that siren, Lieutenant.
Jack, we want to come in quiet, Mooney.
Okay, Lieutenant. There she is. That power's out on the pier.
Yeah, Mooney, pull up here, will you? We don't want to scare her into something.
Matthews.
What?
That crowd there, halfway out on the pier.
There's a cop with her.
Yes, so there is. You better drive right up, Mooney. Looks like we're too late, Phil.
We were too late. At the center of a circle of the morbidly curious who always stand and gape, we found her lying face down on the greasy planks of the pier, dead. She'd shot herself through the heart, and the gun, the same .32 she'd used on me, was lying next to her. 2 bullets gone. I explained the extra shot to Matthews.
Uh-huh. Okay, 1 bullet fired up at her place and the other one here. Well, I hope you're satisfied, Marlowe.
What do you mean, satisfied?
I mean single-handed. You had to leave the cops out of it, didn't you? You had to go up to Veteran Avenue all by your lonesome, didn't you?
Now, you wait a minute, Matthews. I was only trying to...
nuts. Hey, Mooney, where's the nearest phone?
Over there, Lieutenant, across the street, the Triple Eagle Cafe. The patrolman here's already called an ambulance.
All right, tell him she can be moved. Come on, Marlowe, I want to turn in a first report on this. Mooney, pick us up at the cafe.
Right, Lieutenant. Okay, folks, okay, let's make it.
So Shirley Vitello was stealing formulas for those dyes from her boss and selling them to this Morris Denneker.
Yeah. All was rosy until Denneker walked out in front of a taxi early this morning.
That put him close to death and in a mood to talk.
Also put Shirley Vitello on the spot. Hey, is that the place you want to phone from?
Yeah. Look, one thing more, Marlowe. The girl's motive all the way through.
She loved her husband, he loved his work.
Yeah? Her too?
Yeah, after his work. So since he didn't make any dough, she stole to keep him going and close to her.
There's the phone, Phil. Come on, will you? I may need you to fill in the blanks for me. Marlowe, I said
I heard you. The phone can wait, Lieutenant. Come on over here.
What?
I want to talk to that piano player.
Piano player? What about?
The tricky way he has of playing Blue Skies.
What?
Hey, Bud, that's all right. You got a mean left hand there.
Yeah, I open in Carnegie Hall next week. Don't miss me.
I'll try not to. It's just terrific what you do with that tune, you know?
It's my own particular arrangement.
Nobody else's, huh?
Oh, nobody's. I've been working on this arrangement for a week.
That's all I wanted to know.
Hey, Marlowe, what are you getting at?
The phone, I've heard enough. Where'd you say it was, Matthews?
Over there, the left of the bar. But, Phil, what
time is it, Lieutenant?
5 after 12. Marlowe, what is it?
A switch, Matthews.
A switch?
Yeah, one that'll knock your badge off. Will you get a load of this?
I'll listen.
Good evening, Federal Airwaves. Agent Frederick Stoll.
Listen,
speaking.
Frederick, I'm the party who called before about the reservations for Ruth Britton on the 11:35 for New York.
Oh, yes, I remember you. I'll probably...
Never mind, it's police business, Freddie. Did the plane leave on schedule?
Of course it did. But Miss Britton didn't make it, and she didn't bother to call and cancel her reservation.
Thanks, I've heard enough. So far, so good, Matthews.
Yeah, which means what?
The Saffron Bar in Hollywood.
Which means what?
Shirley Vitello didn't commit suicide, Matthews. She was murdered.
Okay, Phil. Where's your man?
Right there. That table against the wall.
Oh.
Come on, Matthews.
Hawaiian music. Sentimental rocks. Degradation. Abomination.
Oh, I don't think it's as bad as all that, Gilbert, old boy.
Marlowe, you a cop, the most insensitive of all people. What would you know about music?
Just for the record, he's not a cop.
My question still stands. What do you know about music?
As a matter of fact, not much. But you know, I'm fascinated by what they're doing with instruments these days.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing that might fascinate you?
Well, for example, take that picture where the score is done by only one instrument, a zither. What's more, it doesn't sound like a zither.
To a trained ear, a zither is a zither.
You mean you can't make one instrument sound like another? Well, for example, a guitar like a piano?
Don't be ridiculous.
Now, wait a minute. It's not so ridiculous. Why, only tonight I heard a guitar that sounded just like a piano. Real tricky arrangement it was, too.
Sounded... You're joking.
Oh, no. You must have heard it, too. It was while we were talking on the telephone.
The telephone? I talked to you?
Sure you did. You remember?
Mom...
You said you were calling from here, the Saffron Bar, but the conversation was being scored by the pianist at the Triple Eagle Cafe at Redondo Beach. A real tricky arrangement in more ways than one.
I didn't mean it. I didn't really want to.
All right, what's the rest of it, Phil?
He didn't want to quit his work and spend the rest of his life hiding in some forgotten corner of the globe.
Which was her plan?
Yeah. As I figure it, once Shirley knew she was finished, she decided they should both run for it. He was in on what she was doing all along.
And the suicide note?
It was part of her plan.
Oh.
Leave hubby here and innocent with the money she got for her shenanigans. Then frame her own suicide, a trail that would lead us to the Redondo Pier, her hat and coat floating in the drink.
Uh-huh. And after a couple of days of searching, we say the tide probably carried her body out to sea. Closed case.
That's right. In the meantime, she's flown to New York as Ruth Britton and is heading on from there. Hubby here to join her at a later date.
Yeah, fine. Only hubby double-crossed her and shot her so he can sit tight with the money right here.
That's it, Matthews.
Please, give me another chance.
Oh, shut up. Wipe them dry, Matthews, and take them away. I didn't go along with Matthews. I didn't even bother about my car, which I'd left in front of the Vitello place. There, I'd had enough for one night. Not for the kind of person who'd hitch his wagon to a star only if the twinkle he saw on the horizon was the reflection of a dollar sign. Oh, yeah, they were a pair, all right, the Vitellos. A pair who finally canceled each other out. You know what? I'm glad of it.
The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, bringing you Raymond Chandler's most famous character, star Gerald Moore, are produced and directed by Norman MacDonald and are written for radio by Robert Mitchell and Gene Levitt. Featured in the cast were Gene Bates, Paul Dubov, Vivi Janis, Edgar Barrier, and Peter Leeds. Detective Lieutenant Matthews is played by Larry Dobkin. The special music is composed and conducted by Richard Orant. Be sure and be with us again next week when Philip Marlowe says...
This time I tangled with a mad Scotchman, a phony English lord, and a beautiful blonde corpse in a freight house. All because of a butler who walked on his knuckles.
How about tying a mental string around your finger today to remind yourself to file your 1949 income tax return as soon as possible? The 15th of March isn't several miles down the road the way it used to be. It's almost at your front door. And you'd certainly get a scare if you came home one evening to find it sitting right smack in your living room saying smugly, "Well, you forgot to file your income tax return. What now, little man?" So why not set aside tonight as income tax night and file your 1949 return? This is Roy Rowan speaking. This is CBS, where Burns and Allen are heard every Wednesday night, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Hello, Yukon 28209. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
Do you have a little unsolved murder in your home?
Got some blackmail you want to unload? Are you the victim of some vulgar extortionist? I know a girl you should meet. She may not be the greatest private eye in the world, so what if it does cost you $300 or $400? She sure is sweet. She's Candy Matson. Like to meet her?
Hello.
Candy Matson?
Well, I wasn't sure when I looked in the mirror this morning.
Had a rough night, eh?
Oh, there have been rougher ones. Look, boys, before you get caught with my receiver down, who are you and what do you want?
As to who I am, you'll find out very shortly. What I want is you.
How romantic, and over the phone yet.
Let me finish. What I want is you to lay off that cable car business.
Oh, that? Well, I'm afraid I can't. You see, I was sitting beside him when they discovered his transfer had been punched sort of permanently. That's how things happen with me. I get into the craziest routines. You see, I used to be a model. I've been told I have the proper displacement for such a career. But I found there wasn't enough money in it. A girl has to maintain a nice apartment on Telegraph Hill, keep enough clothes to highlight the displacement I mentioned, and also eat, doesn't she? Sure. So I turned private eye. You meet a better class of people, mostly named Rigor or Mortis. Now take this cable car deal. It's positively fantastic. But after all, this is radio, isn't it? Like to hear how the whole thing happened? Leave us trip along to Act 1. I wanted to get downtown that morning, but I couldn't take the F car on Stockton. They were ripping up about 87 streets, which is par for the course. So I walked down Telegraph Hill and up to Mason. That's where the Bay and Powell cable car stops.
All aboard! Come on, Lana, show that shapely ankle. We gotta make the Fairmount by Whitsuntide.
The car was loaded, and so was the character next to me. I tried to budge into the seat between him and a fisherman's wharf dowager, but I couldn't quite make it. I'd forgotten my shoehorn. Say, pardon me, but would you mind reading your Wall Street Journal over that-a-way a bit? I'd like to sit in here.
Oh, if you insist.
A night of old. He budged his hips a quarter of an inch, and I slipped in, ready for my rocket ride over the hill and down into town. The trip, as usual, was uneventful. 3 smashed fenders and several choice words I'd never heard before, but I wrote them down. By the time our prairie schooner reached the turntable at Market Street, the crowd on the car had thinned out. But Buster was still beside me, his head buried in common and preferred.
Market Street.
I started to get down.
Hey, lady, take your boyfriend with you. We're heading back up the hill.
Boyfriend? I'll sue. He looks like the advance man for Lewis and Clark.
How do you like that? He fell asleep over his stocks and bonds.
I looked again. Hipsy wasn't asleep. Hipsy was stone cold dead on Market. What a twist. I, who always went on the prowl for a whodunit, get one literally tossed into my lap. He just hadn't gone out of this world serene-like. Oh, no. There was a steady slurp of blood trickling down his vest just north by northeast of the equator. After a half-hour wait full of questioning by homicide legmen, I knew my morning shopping tour was rained out. And after all, I was only going to buy an emerald clip to match the glint in my eye. Well, that would have to wait. I knew the next step. I grabbed a cab home. I wasn't long in waiting. Right on cue. And if it was the right cue, it would be Lieutenant Ray Mallard from headquarters, daintily pressing his cuticles against my apartment buzzer. I was right.
What?
I've been expecting you. Come on in, Mallard.
You've been expecting me. Why, Candy?
Naive little rover boy, you. Have a drink?
No, I'm not in the mood. Just make it a double.
Sit down, Mallard, and let's be civilized. Take off your hat.
It is off.
Oh?
Candy, for once I'm puzzled.
You're just saying that.
Yeah, because it's true. I've checked and rechecked. No matter how many loose ends I tie together, I still get no connection between you and Dwight Ellsworth.
Dwight who'sworth?
Ellsworth. Your extremely limp traveling companion on the cable this morning?
Mallard, I can give you an angle on that.
Yeah?
Yeah. The angle being that I didn't know him from Adam.
Level?
Straight. Oh, look, honeypot, this mediocre dialogue is getting us nowhere. What did you haul your size 11s in here for?
Well, frankly, I don't know. Here, fill it up, will you?
Well, you're not just going around in circles, Mallard. You're going around in doubles.
Yeah. Like I've said before, Candy, you've got a pretty view from here.
Oh? Wait till I turn around.
I mean from your window. Look at that ship down there, just docking.
Where?
Down there. There's romance for you. Probably just in from the Far East.
Here's your drink.
Oh, thanks.
You know, it is sort of romantic. Don't you think it'd be fun to jump on a tramp like that and whisk off to the South Seas?
Hmm?
On a honeymoon?
No.
That's what I thought. South Seas. Mallard.
Don't call me Mallard.
Why not? We're just playing for ducks, aren't we?
Very crisp. Playing for ducks. No, Candy, we aren't. Not in this case. We've got a dead man on our hands. Rudy Toot shot right through the heart. You were sitting next to him.
Sure. Go on now, get out of here.
What?
You heard me. Lift your hindquarters and get back to headquarters.
Candy, I don't like that look. You've got something on your mind.
Yeah, but you wouldn't recognize it if I told you about it.
One word of warning. Don't dabble. You're in deep enough. Got it?
Got it. Here's your hat. Grab it. So long, Mallard. See you around a jailhouse sometime. Bye, fool thumb. 'Twas then I smelled a big fat sea. That great, big, kind of attractive Mallard. He missed the boat. Oh, he saw it, but he missed it. It was that ship he saw docking. That was the first time I came out of the dark since my Tunerville ride down the hill in the morning. I needed help, so I called an old friend of mine, if you can call that help. Rembrandt Watson was his name. He was a photographer and other things. He spent most of his life in the darkroom dabbling with bottles. His negatives and prints were sharp. His thought processes, not quite. But he'd given me assistance in the past, so I called him.
Rembrandt Watson speaking. Photography, portraits, and camera work.
Yes, Rembrandt, I know.
Also available for gardening, janitorial service, and babysitting.
Rembrandt, it's Candy.
Especially if they're over 21. Who? Candy?
Now you're tuned in.
How dare you, baggage. I was experimenting with a new type of formula.
90 proof for 100.
100. And Candy, it works beautifully. There's a delightful little pixie in a pink ballet skirt in my living room.
Well, leave her there and get over here immediately to my place. Take a cab. I'll pay for it.
I'd much rather have a handsome carriage with a brace of chestnuts.
You've got 'em in your head. Now just do as I say and get over here. Float in, Rembrandt.
Gadfrick. Where's the man to take me cloak, gloves, and topper?
You're wearing a sport coat and slacks, and you know I have no man.
And therein lies your basic trouble, my dear. You have no man.
Now, Rembrandt.
Every man should have a woman. Every woman should have a man. It's the incontrovertible law of the universe. Candy, you should have a man.
You.
Sure, I'm no longer a man. I'm a sprite, transcending the world.
Well, stop transcending a moment and come down to earth. We've got a job to do.
How poetic. How idyllic. We've got a job to do. For money?
Eventually.
Oh, one of those. Very well, my dear. Bring me up to date.
Well, I don't really know if I can or not.
Good. And I shall leave and return to my formula.
Oh, no. What I mean is, the whole story's so fantastic you'd never believe it.
I might. Try me, Candy.
Well, I get on a cable car and sit next to a character reading the Wall Street Journal.
A strange coupling. A cable car and the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. And when we get to the end of the line, my friend next to me is dead.
Probably the ride down the hill frightened him to death.
He looked like a used punch board. He had a neat little bullet hole through his heart.
Candy, my little ballerina friend in the pink skirt is more believable than what you just told me.
I told you it was fantastic, but none know how it happened. Now, sooner or later, Mallard is going to come out of his fog. And when he does, I'm going to be out of a fee.
A fee that so far doesn't exist, my pretty.
It will, if my hunch is right. Now, here's what I want you to do. Go down to the Chronicle and get all the back files you can on Southern Islands Steamship Company.
The Chronicle? A pleasure. I have a few questionable companions there who indulge in formulas.
Stay away from those companions and just do as I ask.
Very well, my dove. I go, but entirely against my will. And where will you be?
Around town, Rembrandt. I've got to do some legwork.
Let me assure you, Candy, you have just the right equipment for it, too.
What a joint. I'll bet they mount slit gullets on the walls instead of deer heads. Well, come on, Candy. Get your tools out and screw up your courage.
Yeah, miss, what'll it be?
Nothing right at the moment except information.
Information, water, both free. What do you want to know?
Well, I'm looking for the purser off of Dwight Sonia. I hear he does his shore duty in here.
That's right. Name Campbell. That head on the table over there belongs to him.
Thanks. Hello, sailor. Hey, Campbell. Wake up.
Leave me alone.
Come on, snap out of it.
Who are you? What do you want?
My name is Candy Matson. I want to ask a question.
I'm only drinking. Go away.
Not until I find out what I want to know. Dwight Ellsworth was murdered this morning.
What?
I thought that would bring you to.
Well, that's the nicest news I've heard since VJ Day. What do you want to know?
Where does his brother live?
That stooge. He's got about as much spine as a water eel.
Never mind. I want to find him. He seems to keep his whereabouts as secret as an atomic stockpile.
The whole family ought to be knocked off. He lives out in Seacliff, 25 Dashiell Road.
Good. Bartender, buy my friend a little reward. And one for yourself, too. Well, so far, so good. Oh, how did I know about Campbell, the purser? Well, you see, I have quite a few friends, most of whom my pal Mallard doesn't approve. So I grabbed the cab and navigated the driver out towards Seacliff. It was so foggy I couldn't see the meter. But I paid him anyway, gave him a neutral tip, and dismissed him. There it was, 25 Dashiell Road. An austere-looking cabana, one that dared you to ring the front doorbell. I dared. I had the awful feeling I should have been around at the side door delivering hand laundry. Good evening. Except for the fog, yes. Is Mr. Ellsworth in? Yes, he is. But I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. There's been a death in the family. I know. That's why I'm here. Come in, please. Thank you. Walk this way, please. Oh, I'm afraid I couldn't, even if I lived to be 100.
Mind your tongue, young lady. You're in the house of an Ellsworth.
Oh, hoity-toity. The old babe had delusions of grandeur. Well, no need to get uppity with me. I've mingled with royalty. I once played a bit part in a Rita Hayworth picture. But this old gal was really something. She couldn't have been more than 45, yet looked like something out of the Barretts of Wimpole Street. She ushered me into a large-ceilinged living room, and there on the divan was my boy, with head lowered into his hands and quite obviously touched. Quite obviously.
Roger, this young lady is here to see you. I don't believe you mentioned your name.
Candy Matson.
Matson? You in shipping, too?
Of a sort.
Oh, this is my wife, Miss Matson. You'll pardon me if I don't seem hospitable, but my brother was murdered this morning.
I know. I was sitting next to him when it happened.
You were?
Don't talk to her, Roger. I don't trust her. This whole thing is a threat of some kind.
No, it's not a threat. It's a business proposition. I'll come right to the point. You see, I'm a private detective.
Oh, one of those persons.
Put your nose back down, Mrs. Ellsworth. I want to get the show on the road. Yes, I'm a private detective, and I'm in a spot, too. The police think I'm connected with the case in some way, so I'm here for a double purpose.
I'm listening, Miss Matson.
Roger, I forbid you to speak with this woman.
Too late, Mrs. Ellsworth. Now, this is it. I'm in this business to make money. Give me a check now for $300, and I'll find out who killed your brother. And I'll also clear myself.
Roger, I'm warning you.
Naturally, you want to see the killer of your brother brought to justice, don't you, Mr. Ellsworth? Don't you?
Yes. Here, I'll make a check out right now.
Thank you. Just make it out to Candy Matson. Payable today. A lovely collection of guns you have, Mr. Ellsworth. You hunt much?
Oh, yes. My wife and I are quite fond of shooting. She's an excellent shot. There you are.
Thank you. I'll be in touch with you sometime tomorrow. Mr. Reed didn't say a word. She just stood there against the fireplace and shot sparks through me. After I waved the check in the air a few times to dry the ink, she showed me to the door.
Very clever, aren't you? Taking advantage of a weak-willed man.
I wonder who made him that way.
Don't cash that check. I mean it. Don't cash that check.
Mrs. Ellsworth, $300. I need the money, badly. I need some new rolls for my player piano. I buzzed back downtown. I wanted to cash that check in a hurry. I knew of only one person who would give me the crisp green at that hour of the night. Uncle Charlie, the honest miller who ran the chase room. Uncle Charlie, in the strict sense of the word, was a gentleman. So with a tender little pat on my cheek, he cashed the check, and I went up Telegraph Hill and home. All of a sudden, my eyes did a couple of inverted loops. Oh, my lights were on. Who's in here? All right, speak up.
Oh, Candy, the light of my life. Come join our party.
Oh, Rembrandt, you gave me a scare.
You don't scare easy either, Candy. Got something on your mind?
A mallard. Well, how ducky, a midnight soiree. What goes on here?
Well, that chicken you had in the icebox is delicious.
Was delicious. Looks like you've done everything but eat the bones.
Your vintage is superb, too, Candy. Have a little formula?
No. Now, come on, what gives?
That's my line, Candy. What gives? You're in on something, and I want to know about it.
Oh, Mallard, believe me, it's nothing. I'm just trying to parlay a couple of hunches.
Tall hunches. Look at all those clippings on the South Sea Island Steamship Company. What are they for? I meant to tell you, Candy, I had remarkable success down at the Chronicle. There's everything you want on that steamship line.
Oh, Rembrandt, did you have to tell the whole world?
Candy, you chide me unnecessarily. I merely had the clippings on the table when Hawkshaw here walks in on me. Okay, Candy, take it from there.
I can't tell you yet, Mallard. Nothing makes sense yet. I've got about 4 loose ends that need tying off.
I'd only put 2 men to following you. I'd save myself a lot of grief.
2 days, that's all, Mallard. Just give me 2 days. I think I'll have it for you.
All right. But don't forget, the boys down at Kearney Street headquarters don't love you the way I do. 2 days. No more or less. I gotta go. Thanks for the foul, chicken.
Very gay. Here, Rembrandt, here's $50 for you.
50? My word. What's all this talk about a recession?
Go on and take it. Go someplace and stabilize the economy. I whipped through the old newspaper clipping. It was all there. Fire at sea on Ellsworth ship. 2 seamen lost off Ellsworth ship near Honolulu. South Sea Island line ship loses rudder in storm. On and on it went over a period of 3 years. I threw the papers back on the table. Helped myself to some of Rembrandt's formula. Turned down the lights and went out on the porch. The bay was dark except for an occasional path of light from a passing freighter. I sat down to think and think. Then, click, just like that, 2 little tumblers and my mind fell into place. Only one thing to do, and that was to do it the hard way. The next morning, just as the ferry building siren was announcing 8 o'clock to downtown San Francisco, I got Rembrandt on the phone.
Candy, what on earth are you calling me for at this hour?
Can't help it. There's work to be done.
I did my work last night so extremely well that I'm just going to bed now.
Sorry, you'll just have to delay your sack time. Meet me at the corner of Mason and Union in 10 minutes, right where the cable car stops.
Now, what are we going to do?
We're going to take a cable car ride.
What? One of those bouncing, jerky little contraptions? Not the way I feel this morning.
Oh, yes, you are. Union and Mason in 10 minutes. All right, Rembrandt, get on.
This is the silliest thing you've ever done, Candy.
Maybe. We'll see. Dwight Ellsworth was already on the car when I got on here, and alive.
How could you tell?
He mumbled something when I asked him to move over.
Sounds logical. Although I once remember stumbling into a corpse who mumbled for hours after it had been liquidated.
Rembrandt was in one of his rambling moods, so I let him alone. The car pulled over Mason Street, down Washington, and then swung on to Powell and up the hill. Now I watched the buildings and apartments carefully. There was a little red brick building, now a big apartment house, a woman's residence club, and so on. Then over the hill, more apartments, and the possibilities petered out at Bush. Well, only one thing to do. Canvass all those blocks between Washington and Bush. Okay, Rembrandt. Off the car.
Strangest corpse I ever did see. What'd you say, Candy?
Off the car. Come on.
Now what? I just want to get to bed.
Well, not for a long time, Boy Blue. Now, here's the pitch. You take this building, and I'll take the next. We'll alternate as we go along. Ask if a tall woman with a horsey face and dressed something like Queen Victoria ever lived around here.
Oh, Candy.
I know it sounds wild, but it's got to be
A
done.
horse with a tall face and dressed something like...
Oh, Rembrandt, look at me. Get that smoke out of your brain. A tall woman with a horsey face and dressed something like Queen Victoria. You got it?
Got it.
Okay, get going. It was slow and tiresome. And the answers I got.
A tall gal dressed like Queen Victoria? Oh, sister!
That was about par.
Nope, nobody like that ever lived here.
Are you positive?
A dame who fits that description? Yeah, I'm positive.
The morning wore on, and so did we. We were over on the other side of California Street now, so we stopped and had a bite to eat. I had pickles with mine, and Rembrandt had olives on toothpicks in a glass. And again, we picked up the hunt. My heart was suddenly making with a rumba. There, just on the other side of Clay, in front of a 3-story red brick house with a police squad car, there was a little knot of people gathered around. Daintily lifting my crinoline, I did a Mel Patton down the block and up the front steps. I didn't have any trouble finding the room. The door was wide open, and there was a body on the floor. 4 representatives of the law were buzzing back and forth. One of the buzzees was Mallard.
Well, my little ambassador of violence. Why is it you're always around the extremely dead, Candy?
I've got no time to brandy the ad-libs, Mallard. Who is it?
I don't know yet. No identification.
Let me see.
Huh. A pen pal, maybe.
I was right. I knew it.
Knew it? Knew what?
You're right, he was a pen pal. He wrote me a check last night for $300. His name is Roger Ellsworth.
Very interesting. Must be open season on Ellsworth. Okay, Candy. Time you filled in the blanks. Start.
Wait a minute. I want to look at the window over here. Mallard, there are a couple of younger Ellsworths living around town here. I'm sure you'd like to see them stay healthy.
Yeah?
Get out to 25 Dashiell Road and pick up an old crone also named Ellsworth. 5 will get you 20. She's the one you're after.
All right. But you get back to your place and stay put, understand? I want to have a more illuminating chat with you.
Oh, Mallard, I'm just like putty in your hands. The moon was coming up over Diablo and spraying a path of silver on the bay. Still no Mallard. I wondered what could be wrong. Yeah, this was it. This was the showdown.
You seen a tall face with a horsey woman?
Oh, Rembrandt.
Candy, I'm so mad at you I could... Oh, what's the use?
Now what's the matter?
What's the matter, she says. I've been roving all over Powell Street ringing doorbells. Where did you go, you traitor?
Oh, Rembrandt, I'm sorry. And in the excitement, I forgot all about you.
What excitement?
There's been another murder.
In a moment, there's going to be another. I'm looking right at you, Candy.
Oh, cool off. Have some formula and stop snorting steam. What was that?
Your window, Candy, just shattered.
What? Oh, wait a minute. That window didn't shatter by itself. Quick, get the lights, Rembrandt. Now duck down here.
What sort of a silly game are we playing now?
This isn't a game, believe me.
Candy! Candy, are you all right?
Yikes, it's the gumshoe.
Yes, I'm all right. Where are you, Mallard?
Over here, 2 houses over. We've got your girlfriend trapped on the roof next to you. Don't move and stay covered.
Okay.
All right, Mrs. Ellsworth. Are you coming down peacefully, or do we have to play cops and robbers?
I'm not coming down until I get that Candy Matson. She did it. She forced me to kill my own brother-in-law.
Have it your own way. Okay, loosen her up a bit, boys.
Better than the 4th of July.
Keep your head down, Rembrandt.
Oh, is that what was up?
Ready to come down, Mrs. Ellsworth?
No, I'm not. That hateful woman. She's ruined my whole life. All my plans. Just because of her snooping and prying. She's going to die, I tell you.
was a miracle, Candy. You must have moved slightly just as she shot at you.
Well, it was too close, I can tell you. She's dead?
Oh, decidedly. I think she was dead before she hit the ground. That one shot got her. We went out to her house, and she was just driving off when we got there. We traveled her up to North Beach, lost her for a block, and then spotted her car at the top of the hill here. We arrived just as she was getting on the roof next door. Okay, now, you tell me your little dream.
Well, it was that ship docking that set my wheels going around. The name Ellsworth started burning in back somewhere. You saw the clippings we dug up.
Yeah.
The South Sea Island steamship lines were slowly being sabotaged. I did some checking, and I found that the insurance companies weren't going to renew.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't tie that in sooner.
Oh, it's just that you have too many things on your mind, Mallard, dear. I went out to the place on Dashiell Road, and when I left, I was pretty sure the old girl had knocked off her brother-in-law.
Why?
Well, for several reasons. One, she was a venomous old witch. Two, you've never seen such a collection of guns in all your life. And her husband admitted she was a darn good shot. I also saw one little pot gun that was very interesting. It had a silencer on it.
Uh-huh. That was the one she used on you tonight.
And also the one she used on Dwight Ellsworth from the window of that apartment where you found her husband.
How do you know?
Go back there. You'll see a nice little bullet hole in the curtain with burned powder all around it.
Now, don't tell me that...
Yes, I'm telling you that she rented that place knowing that her brother-in-law always went downtown on a certain cable car. She waited that morning until we were riding by, and she plunked him.
I have now heard everything.
And the reason? Dwight Ellsworth, rather than fighting the insurance companies, had decided to sell his steamship line. But the old gal thought she'd beat him to the punch by knocking him off. The steamship company would then fall into her husband's hands.
Yeah. What about her husband?
Well, after he gave me the check and I left, they evidently had a fearful row, and she spilled the beans. Somehow she lured him down to that place on Powell and gave him some lead poisoning, too. And that's all there is to it.
Candy, I wish you'd have told me all these things earlier. We might have been able to save the life of Roger Ellsworth.
It wouldn't do any good. Because if she hadn't killed him, I was going to.
What?
Mm-hmm. While I was waiting for you to get here, the phone rang. It was Uncle Charlie, the honest miller. That no-good Roger Ellsworth. His check bounced like a brand-new golf ball. What's so funny, Mallard?
Listen in again to the further adventures of Candy Matson, Girl Sucker.
Well, that's the way it goes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. In this case, nobody did, except Rembrandt. He'd stocked his darkroom with $50 worth of formula, and not the kind you use on negatives either. Let's see, murder on a cable car, Dwight and Roger Ellsworth done in as well as the old gal, one check that bounced. It really does sound fantastic, doesn't it? But I told you this was radio, didn't I? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I did come out ahead at that. On the way out, Mallard leaned down and kissed me. The first time it ever happened. You know, at times it's kind of fun to be in the arms of the law.
Listen again next week at the same time. For excitement and adventure, just dial...
Candy Matson, Yukon 28209.
Heard tonight were Helen Cleve, Jack Cahill, and Harry Bechtel, Jack Thomas as Rembrandt, and Henry Leff as Mallard. The program stars Natalie Masters as Candy and is written and produced by Monty Masters. This has been a presentation of NBC, the national broadcasting company.
The story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Fatima Cigarettes, best of all long cigarettes, brings you Dragnet.
You're a detective sergeant. You're assigned to robbery detail. A store clerk has been murdered, shot to death in a robbery. The hold-up man is described as tall, well-dressed. He escapes in a taxi cab. Your job, get him.
Oh, no.
different.
Yes, what a difference. In Fatima, the difference is quality. You see, Fatima is the quality king-size cigarette because it contains the finest Turkish and domestic tobaccos superbly blended. And Fatima is extra mild with a much different, much better flavor and aroma than any other long cigarette. Because of its quality, its extra mildness, its better flavor and aroma, Fatima has more than doubled its smokers coast to coast.
Fatimas cost the same as other long cigarettes, but your first puff will tell you...
Ah, that's different.
Yes, in Fatima, the difference is quality. Ask your dealer for Fatima, the quality king-size cigarette. Best of all long cigarettes. Start enjoying Fatima tomorrow.
Dragnet, the documented drama of an actual crime. For the next 30 minutes, in cooperation with the Los Angeles Police Department, you will travel step by step on the side of the law through an actual case from official police files. From beginning to end, from crime to punishment, Dragnet is the story of your police force in action.
It was Friday, August 17th. It was hot in Los Angeles. We were working the night watch out of robbery detail. My partner's Ben Romero. The boss is Captain Walker. My name's Friday. It was 8:35 p.m. when we got to the Church of St. Damien, the vestibule.
That must be her playing the organ.
Yeah, I don't see any stairs. I wonder how you get up there to the loft.
Looks like that might be the sexton over there.
Well, let's ask her. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
We're looking for an Ernestine Matthews. Understand she's the organist here at the church.
Well, that's her playing up there now. Playing over a few pieces for Sunday. Could you tell us how to get up to the choir loft, sir? Surely, through that door over there. Follow the stairway straight up. Can't miss.
Thank you.
Sure has been a long time.
Well, what's that?
Climbing stairs to a choir loft. Sang a lot in church when I was a kid. Boy soprano.
All right.
They finally threw me out. Boys change.
Yes, did you want something?
Are you Mrs. Ernestine Matthews?
Yes, did you come about the new choir books?
No, ma'am. Police officers.
Oh, can I help you?
It's about your husband, Miss Matthews.
Bert, what about him? Has Bert done something?
He was hurt, ma'am.
Well, I don't understand. Bert's working at the store. What do you mean he was hurt?
There was a holdup.
Dear God, my husband. Was he hurt bad?
Yes, ma'am.
Where is he? I've got to go to him. Is he in pain?
No, ma'am.
What are you trying to say? Dear God, tell me the truth. Which hospital is he in?
They took him to Georgia Street. They helped him all they could.
You're not trying to tell me Bert's dead? You're not trying to tell me that, are you?
I'm sorry, ma'am. In the past 16 days, 7 armed robberies had been committed, apparently by the same man. The suspect was described by victims as tall, heavily built, and very nervous. He was armed. It's cold logic that every suspect who's armed in the commission of a robbery is a potential killer. It's a fact that's been proved 100 times over. The man we were after had proven it again. We had used every means at our disposal to identify him, through the stats office, the record bureau, latent fingerprints, through informants and witnesses. We'd gotten out an APB on him containing his description and his method of operation. We'd maintained stakeouts. We hadn't reached him in time. Early that evening, a downtown grocery store had been held up. One of the clerks, 31-year-old Bert Matthews, failed to empty the cash register quickly enough, and the bandit shot him 3 times through the chest. He died almost instantly, and the hold-up man escaped. There was only one witness, another clerk who had been on duty in the store with Matthews at the time of the hold-up. His name was Jess Tallman. He was brought to the city hall, where we questioned him further.
Did you see Bert's wife? Does she know? Yeah, we dropped off at the church on the way in. Drove her to her sister's place.
Still can't get it through my head. One minute I was talking to Bert, next minute he was dead. It's kind of hard to take, you know.
I'd like to go over that description of the hold-up man. You were pretty upset out there at the store. Do you feel up to it now?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, now you just take it easy. Tell us everything you remember and take all the time you need.
Well, I know he was a big guy. Over 6 foot anyway, I'm sure of that. He had a good build, too. Wasn't skinny.
How about his face, Jess? Did you get a good look at it?
Yeah, I did. It was thin, and he kept working it around, you know, twitching like guy was plenty nervous.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us anything else about it?
He was young, about 21, I'd say. Had dark color eyes. That's about all I'd swear to, Sergeant. He had a hat on, I know that.
Mm-hmm. How about the rest of his clothing?
I wouldn't be sure about it. Could have been a gray coat, blue coat, I don't know. I wouldn't want to give you a bum steer.
Did you get a look at the gun?
I couldn't miss that. It was a big one. It wasn't shiny. It was kind of dark blue color. I can see the guy now walking in the store and pointing at Bert.
What time was that again, Jess, when the bandits showed up?
Just about 7:30. Bert was behind the counter. I was in the back, stacking the shelves. The guy just walked in, pointed the gun, said, "Give me the dough." I heard him say that.
Mm-hmm.
Bert was kind of surprised. He just stood there for a minute, and the guy said, "Hurry up, give me the dough." And Bert said, "Okay, you can have everything." And he reached to get the dough from the cash register. That's when the guy did it. He hit Bert right in the chest.
What happened then?
Bert moaned a little and fell down on the floor. I got so mad I started running for the guy, but he swung around at me with a gun and said, "Stay where you are."
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to get killed. I stopped. You can't blame me for that, can you?
Did you follow the man when he left?
Well, you see, he backed out of the store, and when he got to the sidewalk, he jammed the gun in his pocket and ran down the street. I ran out after him, saw him jump in a taxi cab and take off.
Did you get the cab's number?
Well, he was too far away for that, at least halfway down the block. I know somebody else must have been driving it, though.
How do you know that?
The cab was already moving when the hold-up guy jumped in. He got in the front seat.
How do you know it was the front seat and not the back?
The way those cab doors open, you know. Front doors swing out to the left, back ones swing out to the right.
That ties in, Joe. Used the same MO on those hold-ups last week. Yeah. You got anything else to add, Jess? Anything you think we ought to know?
It's about the size of it, Sergeant. You don't think I'm yellow, do you?
Well, how do you mean?
I mean, because I stopped when he pointed the gun at me. Guess I should have grabbed him, but that gun looked as big as a cannon. Let's face it, I'm not that much of a hero.
Oh, I'll put in with you, Jess.
Huh?
Neither am I. Along with a team of men from Homicide Detail, we continued our investigation of the holdup and killing. Ballistics reported that the slugs taken from the body of Bert Matthews had possibly been fired from a .38 caliber Colt revolver. The slugs were in good condition for identification. All the possible suspects picked from the mug books by the victims had been checked out. All of them had been cleared. Fingerprints left by the bandit at the scene of his latest crime were checked out. No make. We tried to check the taxi cab used in the escape. We got nowhere. The morning after the Matthews killing, we got a call from Sheriff's Homicide. We went across the street and checked with Inspector Bowers.
Either one of you remember that case about 6 months ago, the Harry Solomon killing?
Oh, yeah, Inspector. It's pretty vague right now. Your men handled it, a county case?
Yeah, let me lay it out for you. It's just possible it might tie in with that killing you fellas had last night.
And what's the angle?
Harry Solomon was a taxi cab driver. The night of February 26th, somebody saw him pick up a fare at Sunset and Highland about 10:30 p.m. That's the last time he was seen alive.
Yeah, I think I remember.
The next morning, we found Solomon's body in a ditch out in the valley. 238 slugs in his head. Found his cab a few yards up the road, abandoned.
Killer used a .38, same kind of gun used on last night's job.
Here's something else that ties in.
Yes?
A description of the passenger Solomon picked up at Sunset and Highland the night he was murdered. The last fare he ever handled.
Mm-hmm. White male American. Over 6 feet tall, heavy build. Age, 20, 21, dark eyes. Had a dark suit on and a hat. Matches up all the way down the line. You had a robbery motive figured on the Solomon killing, didn't you?
That's right. Except for a $5 bill hidden in his wallet, Solomon didn't have a penny of his receipts for the night. Might have been another reason behind the killing besides that.
Yeah?
It's just barely possible Solomon might have known the hold-up man, the guy who killed him.
How do you figure?
Solomon had been a cabbie for 14 years before he was murdered. From this hold-up man's M.O., using cabs for a getaway car, it's possible he might have been a cab driver at some time or other.
You mean if the killer got in the cab and thought Solomon recognized him, was suspicious
That's
of him?
right. Could have been reason enough for him to kill Solomon. I know there's a lot of coulds and ifs and maybes in it, but I thought you might be interested.
Well, we'll check it out first thing. How are your men coming on the Solomon case?
Progress is pretty slow.
Well, we'll keep you posted on anything new.
Fine. If we can help, let me know.
Right. Bye. 2 sets of 38 slugs. What do you think? Let's ask the crime lab. We put in a request to Russ Camp and Ballistics to check the 38 slugs found in taxi driver Solomon's body against those found in the body of grocery clerk Bert Matthews. Then we contacted the special agent at the taxi cab company. We asked him for pictures of all their deer who were 6 feet in height or over. Crime lab. He was examining the 38 slugs under the comparison line.
Just a few more minutes, fellas. Have a chair.
Yeah, all right.
Not much luck so far. No. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
No make. These slugs come from two different guns.
That night, 2 more armed robberies were committed. One at a liquor store, the other at a cafe. In both cases, the holdup man escaped in a taxi cab. The description of the man who robbed the liquor store matched that of the bandit who shot and killed Burt Matthews. The big switch came when we checked the cafe holdup. There, the victims described the suspect as short and fat with dark blonde hair. He had a deep scar on his chin. During the robbery, this suspect had become so nervous that he'd dropped his gun, but he'd succeeded in getting outside and escaping in a taxi cab before he could be apprehended. The gun was taken back to latent fingerprints and checked. It was clean. Russ Camp checked it through ballistics.
Some days are like this, fellas. What do you mean? That cab driver, Solomon, was shot with a .38.
Yeah?
Burt Matthews was shot with a .38. A different one, though.
Mm-hmm.
This gun the bandit dropped tonight, it's a .38, too.
Yeah, we know that. What are you getting at?
Doesn't match either case.
The next morning, we started working one of the few leads we had left. We drove down to the taxi cab company and collected the pictures of all the drivers that they employed during the past year who were 6 feet in height or over. There were 87 of them. We started checking them out. It's what the working detective calls legwork. It's slow and it's tedious, and you're not sure it's going to amount to anything even by the time you finish. 2 nights later, the taxi cab bandit hit again. His first repeater. A restaurant on South Figueroa. He'd robbed the same place less than 3 weeks before. Ben and I interviewed the manager, a Mr. Cavallo.
Telling you, Sergeant, I can't take any more of it. Twice in 1 month. Yes, could we talk back there in one of the booths? Oh, yeah. Come on.
You got a good look at the man, did you, Mr. Cavallo?
2 feet from him. Memorized his face from the first time. It's all a joke, you know. So I have no time for the customers. I'm too busy opening the cash box for that thief. Sit down.
Thanks. Well, you're positive it's the same man who robbed you before. There's no question there, huh?
None, I'm positive. And he used the same M.O., too. Yeah, sure. M.O.? What's that? Excuse me, I mean he used the same approach, the same method of operation. Everything was the same. The man, the gun, the taxi cab, everything.
You didn't get the number of the cab, huh?
I looked for it. I didn't see any. Must cover it up some way.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got some pictures here, Mr. Cavallo. I'd like to have you look at them. Just tell us if you recognize any of them.
Well, I won't do any good. I already did that. They showed me pictures the last time. This is a different lot, sir. Oh, all right. Quite a few of them, huh?
I'd like to have you check each one of them carefully. If you would, just take your time.
Yeah, we can't sit here without coffee. Natalie!
Well, I wouldn't.
Natalie! I don't care for anything. Yeah, don't be silly. You can't work without eating. Natalie!
Yeah.
Coffee, 3 cups.
Okay.
And now where do I start?
Well, these right here. If you'd just check these over, please.
No, not him. Not him either.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, it's hot. No, not that one. No. Is that all?
No, I have some more here.
Oh. Hey, that's an ugly-looking guy, huh? Look at that scar. You look familiar? No. Better check with the skipper when we finish here.
Yeah, it's been a couple hours, hasn't it?
That lousy, no-good thief.
Sir?
Right here, this one. That's the guy.
You sure?
I opened my cash box twice for him. I'd know his face in a million.
Morris Copley, age 21. Description matches. Let's go, Ben.
Thanks, Mr. Cavallo. It's only 40 minutes since the robbery. He's probably not even home yet. What can you do?
We'll wait up. 10:30 p.m. We parked down the street from 527 Dayton Avenue, a 2-story white stucco apartment house. We checked the names on the mailboxes. Morris Copley's wasn't on any of them. We rang for the manager.
Copley? Morris Copley? No, he doesn't live here. Never heard of him.
I wonder if you'd take a look at this, ma'am.
This picture, ma'am. You ever seen this man before?
Well, let me get over here in the light. Let me see now. No, he doesn't live here.
And you've never seen him before?
No, I didn't say that. I just said he doesn't live here.
You have seen him before?
I believe I might have, yes. Matter of fact, I'm sure of it. It's a friend of Mr. Tobin's, apartment 5. Comes to visit Mr. Tobin every now and then.
Is this Mr. Tobin in now, ma'am? We'd like to talk to him.
No, I'm afraid not. He works nights, never comes home till 2 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a cab driver.
You are listening to Dragnet, authentic stories of your police force in action. Oh, no.
Cigarettes. You'll find that in Fatima, the difference is quality. Quality of tobaccos. The finest Turkish and domestic varieties, extra mild and superbly blended to give you a much different, much better flavor and aroma than any other long cigarette.
Quality of manufacture. Smooth, plump cigarettes, rolled into the finest paper money can buy.
Quality even to the appearance of the bright, clean yellow package. Carefully wrapped and sealed to bring you Fatima's rich, fresh, extra mild flavor.
Fatima's cost the same as other long cigarettes, but your first puff will tell you...
Ah, that's different.
Yes, in Fatima, the difference is quality. Ask your dealer for Fatima, the quality king-size cigarette. Best of all, long cigarettes. Start enjoying Fatima tomorrow.
10:45 p.m. In the presence of the manager, we made a search of the apartment registered in the name of Ralph Tobin, the man who was supposed to be a friend of the suspect, Morris Copley. We found nothing that would tie either of them up with the robberies and the killings. Before the manager returned to her apartment, we instructed her to say nothing about our being there in case Tobin or Copley returned. We called the office and told them we'd received an identification on Morris Copley. They checked them both through R&I. Neither had any criminal record. They got out an APB on Copley. We waited. Midnight came. Nothing happened. 1 a.m. 1:30. Still no sign of either man. 1:45.
Somebody's coming around back, Joe.
Yeah. Kitchen door.
Maury, you back already?
Hold it right there, mister. Police officers.
I'm Fanning.
Who are you? Is this a stick-up? Police officers.
He's clean, Joe. What's it all about? What do you want?
You Ralph Tobin?
That's right. This is my apartment.
You know a Morris Copley?
Copley? Yeah, I know him. You looking for him? He's not here.
We know that. Where is he?
Wish I knew. I'm looking for him, too. He owes me money.
Copley's a pretty steady visitor here, is that right?
He was till I lent him that $65. Haven't seen him since. He took off.
When was that?
When? About 2 weeks ago. Yeah, just about. Look, you mind if I sit down? I'm a little nervous.
Go ahead.
Kind of upsets you, you know. Why are you looking for Maury?
I'd like to have you repeat what you said when you came in that door.
What I said? I asked who you were, didn't I?
No, I mean before that.
See, I don't think I know what you're getting at, officer.
You said, Maury, you back already? Not what you said?
Yeah, I guess I did. I guess I thought Maury came back to pay me the $65 he borrowed. You didn't make it sound like that, Tobin. I got the idea you were expecting. Expecting him? I haven't seen Maury in 2 weeks, maybe 3. He took me for $65.
All right, that's enough small talk, mister. Now, Copley's in deep. You're going to match him if we don't get a straight story.
There's some cans of beer in the refrigerator. Let's have one around,
Skip the beer. Where's Copley?
I'll swear in the Bible if you want me to. I don't know. Look, if Maury pulled anything heavy, I'm not in on it.
Ben, you want to check with the manager? Ask her when's the last time she saw Copley here.
Yeah, right. Now, wait a minute, officers. I want to cooperate. If Maury's in deep, that's his fault, not mine. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Now, where is he? I don't know. That's the truth. I'll tell you something else. I wasn't squaring. I saw Maury early tonight, 6 o'clock. Came here and borrowed another $5 from me.
But you don't know where he is now?
No. I'd sure like a can of beer if you don't mind.
All right, sit still. I'll get it for you.
You sure you won't have one?
No, not me.
No, thanks. I don't want him.
There you go.
Good cold beer. I like it when I get nervous. It always calms me down.
Hey, Tobin.
Yeah, officer?
You haven't taken your hat off.
Oh, I was nervous. I guess I forgot. There. Your hair always been dark blonde? Since I was a kid, yeah. Why?
How about that scar on your chin? It's a pretty deep one.
They're sure good.
I asked you about the scar.
It's kind of embarrassing. I got a little high one night. Fell off a merry-go-round. Big night.
Now I've heard everything. We had a robbery report a couple of nights ago, Tobin. Hold-up man was just about your height and weight.
Yeah?
Dark blonde hair. Had a scar on his chin, too.
I'm afraid you got a wrong slant, officer. I worked my cab every night of the week. Wasn't me.
Mind if we have a look at your car outside?
How'd you know I had a car?
We didn't. Let's give it a look, shall we?
Why do you want to look at it?
You have anything to hide, have you?
Of course not. I'm not like Maury. He's always in trouble, always on the lam. You probably think it's funny when you check the glove compartment in my car.
Will we?
Yeah, you will.
Why's that?
Keep a gun in there. You know how many cab drivers get shot. A guy can't be too careful.
What kind of gun do you have, Tobin?
Revolver. Regular revolver.
What caliber?
38. Why?
2:30 a.m. We searched his car, picked up his .38 caliber revolver, and then we drove Ralph Tobin back to the office where he was detained for questioning. We had a stakeout placed in his apartment. Russ Camp and ballistics checked Tobin's gun against the slugs which had taken the lives of Harry Solomon and Bert Matthews. It was found beyond the question of a doubt that his gun had been used in the Solomon killing. We confronted Tobin with the evidence. He started talking. He told us that Copley was responsible for the murder of both Solomon and Matthews, that Copley had borrowed his gun for the Solomon job. In all the robberies except one, he described himself only as the accomplice. He drove the getaway taxi cab. The only occasion he tried to handle the actual holdup was at the cafe, where he became so nervous that he had dropped his gun. Before he was booked on suspicion of murder, Tobin told us that Morris Copley still had two .38 revolvers in his possession. He insisted he had no idea where Copley was. Ben handled the questioning while a stenographer took Tobin's statement. I contacted Inspector Bowers and informed him of our progress. 11 a.m. I got back to the squad room. Did you check back through that personnel record we got from the cab company?
Yeah, I got half an idea, I think.
Yeah?
See here on Copley's application for the job?
Well, I'm sure we checked out all those references. They don't go anywhere.
No, I mean this right here. Married, yes. Children, one daughter. Age 4 months. Well, this application's dated May 6th. That means his baby was born in February.
Yeah, sure. Copley was working here then, so it's 10 to 1 the baby was born in a local hospital.
That's what I mean. If we find the right hospital to the doctor, they could lead us to him.
There's the phone book. Let's go. From noon until 4 p.m., we called every hospital, sanitarium, clinic, and rest home listed in the book. The answers were the same. No record of confinement for a Mrs. Morris Copley.
Well, seemed like a good idea. What are you calling now?
Well, we've got one more, the county hospital. Well, this is Sergeant Friday, Police Department, Robbery Detail. Yes. I'd like to find out if you have any record of confinement for Mrs. Morris Copley. No, that's Copley. C as in Charlie. Yes, thank you.
Might have sent his wife out of town to have a baby.
That's possible. Yeah. 1118. Thank you. 1118 Rochester, Copley's aunt.
Let's go.
4:30 p.m. Together with Olson and Faxter from Homicide Detail, we drove out to 1118 Rochester Avenue in the Crenshaw district. The house was vacant. From a neighbor, we learned that Copley's aunt had moved 2 weeks before. We got her address from one of her friends in the neighborhood and finally located her at work in a beauty shop on Melrose Avenue. We posed as traffic investigators. The aunt told us she thought we could find her nephew Morris at home, an address on East 13th Street. 6 p.m. We located the house and parked the cars a half a block away. As we approached the house on foot, we saw a light burning in one of the windows on the left side of the house. Baxter and Olson covered the back. At a given signal, they entered the back door. Ben and I went through the front.
It's empty.
Baxter!
Nothing back here, Joe. Empty.
That's great.
It looks like somebody passed him a tip-off just in time. Look at them mess this place is in.
We got out in a hurry, all right.
Hey, what's going on here? What do you men think you're doing?
Police officers, your name?
Silvera, one of the neighbors. You looking for the Copleys?
When they leave?
20 minutes ago, I guess, in an awful hurry. What's the trouble?
You know where they were going?
Well, no, but you might try Mr. Copley's aunt. She lives over in Rochester.
They're not there.
Well, have you tried his sister's house?
6:45 p.m. The neighbor, Silvera, directed us to the home of Morris Copley's sister, a small frame cottage on the edge of Beverly Hills. The lights were on in the living room, but the shades were drawn. Baxter and Olson made their way quietly around to the back. Ben and I went up the front steps and rang the bell.
Yes?
Copley.
Yes? What is it?
Police officers, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Oh, he isn't here. Maury isn't here.
We know he's here.
Living room's empty. Must be in the back, Joe.
You can't. He's in the bedroom with the baby. He's got a gun. You can't go in there.
Where's the bedroom?
It's the end of the hall there, that door. He was sleeping. I think he's awake now.
The baby close to him?
In the same bed. She's propped up on pillows right next to him. He's got that gun with him. Don't go in, please.
Where's the bed situated in the room?
It's right inside the door to the left. Please don't go in. He won't care what happens to the baby.
Ma'am, I'll open the door. You hit the light switch and cover me. Watch the baby.
You better stay here, Miss Copley. Your baby won't get hurt.
Let's go. All right, let's go in.
Drop it, you. Grab the gun, Ben.
Trigger. All right, come on. I got it, Joe. All right, Copley, get him up. Come on up. Joe?
Yeah, I got him.
I'm just a little frightened, ma'am. She's all right.
I'll kill you, Mary. You tell him where to find us, didn't you? I'll kill you for that.
I swear it, didn't you swear it?
Lousy dame. Nobody else knows she's the one who told you, didn't she?
No.
And who did? Who told you?
You're looking at her.
What do you mean?
Your baby.
The story you have just heard was true. Only the names were changed to protect the innocent.
On December 16th, trial was held in Superior Court, City and County of Los Angeles, State of California. In a moment, the results of that trial.
And now, here is our star, Jack Webb.
Thank you. The working detective knows that there is one mark of identification that never changes, a man's fingerprints. The suspect may change his appearance in many ways, but his fingerprints always remain the same, a mark of identity that cannot be changed. When you compare Fatima with other long cigarettes, the difference is quality, a mark of identity which never changes. And Fatima is extra mild. If you're a long cigarette smoker like I am, smoke Fatima. They cost the same, but in Fatima the difference is quality. Smoke Fatima.
Morris John Copley and Ralph Edward Tobin were tried and convicted of murder in the first degree, 2 counts. They were both sentenced to be executed in the lethal gas chamber of the state penitentiary, San Quentin, California. You have just heard Dragnet, a series of authentic cases from official files. Technical advice comes from the Office of Chief of Police W.H. Parker, Los Angeles Police Department.
Fatima Cigarettes, the best of all long cigarettes, has brought you Dragnet, portions transcribed from Los Angeles. Coming up, We the People. Tomorrow, enjoy The Life of Riley on NBC.
Take this call in the vicinity of 4913 Dover. That's 4913 Dover. Investigate the unknown trouble. Code 2.
6-1 in service. Starting mileage 10,638. 10638.
610-4. Mileage 10,638. Detective Unit 56 in service on the night watch.
This is Don Reed, police recorder. You're riding in a detective unit. Black sedan, radio buried in the glove compartment. No identification as a police car. Driving, Sergeant Ron Perkins. Partner, Sergeant Kurt Walter. All of us dressed in civilian clothes, sports suits, overcoats. This is Detective Unit 56.
Wonderful.
So while you're with it...
Did you read 47's call on unknown trouble?
5-6, Roger.
5-6, follow up on this investigation.
5-6, Roger. 4913 Dover, right?
5-6-10-4.
We'll follow up the radio car on unknown trouble. But as I was saying, while you're with us tonight, remember, the people you meet are not actors. You're listening just as it happens. Because this is it. This is real. This is Night Watch.
Night Watch, the actual on-the-scene report of your police force in action. Every voice, every sound is authentic. Wherever Detective Unit 56 is called, you follow as the official police recorder transcribes the investigations. Night Watch is presented with the cooperation of the Police Department of Culver City, California, W.N. Hildebrand, Chief. We transfer you now to Detective Unit 56, operating somewhere in the field on an unknown trouble call, and to police recorder Don Reed.
Unknown trouble call.
Bill, you want to take the rear?
Keep our eyes open. Can be anything. Can be nothing. Most of the house is dark. Few lights. 2 uniformed officers taking off from the rear. Check the building out. Flashlights disappearing in the dark. There's a man stepping out of the shadows. Sergeant Perkins going over.
I'm the man that put in the call. Heard a scream and sounded like a body falling.
Whereabouts?
In that little house there in the rear.
Okay, you wait here. We'll check it out. Apparently, disturbance originated in a small house in the rear of the lot. There's a thick growth of trees in front, making our way along the path. Flashlights darting about. Oh, nothing yet. Here it is, tiny house. 1, 2 rooms. Light on. Uniformed officers coming up. They'll have Bart and his partner.
Let's see if you can hear anything. There's some kind of beef in there. Let's go.
Up on the porch.
You having some trouble here? You having some trouble here? Oh, no. We're going to call him.
Elderly man in screen. Blood on white shirt.
You having trouble, man?
Yes.
What's his trouble?
Well, he left here at 5:30 and he told
Elderly woman, about 80. Long flannel nightgown.
I hate it. If you won't take me to bed, I'm ready to go. Or anywhere else. He does that all the time.
Well, this is going to stop. We can't have any,
You don't know the abuse that I do take. I go along up there, I see his cars and I find them old dirt on him. And then he sees him say his work all day, and then if I say anything, he just calls me every name and lays his tongue to.
I don't say a word under keep them told me nothing.
I have to lie.
What happened to blood there? What did you get?
I hate it. I never did.
Bring your head around.
Oh, it's this skin.
All right, and I'll tell you what. I want you to go to bed. I want you to go to bed. Don't want any more noise. We don't want any more calls. The neighbors have complained. If we have any more calls down here, we'll have to take somebody to jail.
Well,
you go on.
you tell him to come home like a gentleman and
I'm
treat
telling
me
you
right.
both right now, I'm not going to enter into your...
Treat me right.
I'm not going to enter into your private affairs, your domestic troubles at all. But we're interested in keeping the peace and quiet down here. That's what all of them. These officers get another call. These officers get another call down here. We'll just take you all into jail.
That's all right. I can be up there and
So let you go in and go to bed, and you're in 2 different rooms. You can't argue.
Well, when they come home here, them lights for me go in there and cook his supper.
Listen. Just listen to me a minute. We want to keep it quiet here. There's people in this neighborhood that want to sleep. That's right. I do too. Now, if we get another call down here, we're going to have to take you both down to county jail.
I don't care if you take me
Oh, I don't care what
you
you
take
do.
me right now if you want to.
You want to be booked? You want to go to jail?
No, I want you to take
All right, then go to bed and go to sleep. All your friends know about it? Where are you going to sleep? Where are you going to sleep? Why don't you go in there and shut the door and go to bed, huh?
Yeah, that's what's the matter. He don't get everything. First time.
How long have you been married, sir? How long have you been married, sir?
Well, I'm glad to know.
50 years. What, 50 years you've been married?
I can come to y'all.
I think there's probably a little different than that. You go in there and go to sleep. I will. Hook it up. Right now. Then we'll leave.
Okay.
Good night.
You better stay. I look like you hadn't called me more than
Husband heading for bedroom. Well, that should quiet things down. Temporarily.
Okay. Good night. Good night.
Hey, you know something, fellas? They've been married 50 years. 50 years? 50 years. See what you're getting into.
I just think Jay once was getting drunk. He never had me. Because I don't do nothing but decent.
Good night. Shut the door. Go to bed. Good night. You're just going one way. 3 years and the other. We might have a farm in the morning. Did you get the impression that man baby had sex?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm married or not. No. Well, I'll give you a rough idea what it's like after 50 years.
After 50 years, I think they deserve to have a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Control 1 to all units. Be on the lookout for a light blue sedan, make unknown, contains 1 occupant, partial license number 4 Baker 290. This car wanted by LAPD for armed robbery. KMA 394.
I'll jot that number down, sir. 5 6 to 1, clear on the 214 call. Advised.
5610-4. 5610-19. The juvenile officers would like to see you in the station.
5-6, Roger. Be in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, sure, Jim. Come on in. Yeah, we'll be glad to.
What's up?
Oh, Ross picked up a couple of 14-year-old boys carrying some liquor. Wants us to talk to them.
Evidently, this was the reason we were asked to return to the station. In plain clothes, 2 jars under his arms. Jim Ross, juvenile officer.
While en route to the station, we saw 2 others walking down the street with carrying what could be possible saps. We stopped and asked them a few questions and see that they were carrying 2 jars of preserves. So to make sure that they were telling us the truth, we opened the jars and apparently is alcohol or some type of whiskey. So we decided to bring them on in and find out where they got it and what they were going to do with it.
Have you smelled this?
Yes, we checked it. 100 proof.
More than 100 proof. You want to talk to our suspect in that?
One at a time.
You want to have
First boy in office. Butch haircut. High field boots. Air Force jacket. Eyes glancing from officer to liquor to officer. Sickly smile.
What are those bottles?
There's all sorts of stuff in them.
What?
Cigarettes. Hagen Hag, Early Times, Sweet Vermouth. Let's see, some gin, and some flavoring. Some stuff that's in a light blue bottle that's for putting in Manhattans or something like that.
What are you going to do with it?
We're going to get a little high, and have a good time.
Just the 2 of you?
Mm-hmm.
How often does this go on?
Every month, I guess, something like that. Not too much. We don't carry it to success,
How old are you?
14.
How old your buddy?
14 or 15.
Where did you get the whiskey?
In his house.
So you have bottles at his place? His folks know about it?
His mother left before we got in the bottle. No, she doesn't.
What are your folks going to say?
I don't know. I told him, well, man, we get around quite a bit together,
You got no business. With that in your possession, you got no business drinking it. If your folks don't see that you refrain from drinking it, I will. You in trouble before?
Yes, sir.
Before?
Stealing the car.
What else?
That's all.
It's nothing curious. Have you tasted that?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
It's all right except for the sweet vermouth.
You don't like that?
No, I like it when it's not involved with whiskey. It doesn't taste good. It takes the taste out of whiskey.
You're 14?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know when to stop drinking it?
When we start laughing around, that's about as far as we go.
You get pretty drunk, or?
No, not success. We wake up with a hangover.
I think if you drank that, you'd have quite a hangover. Come on, bring it, boy.
So much for the first one. Into the office. Second boy. Concoction mixed at his house. Hair over eyes. Adolescent complexion.
How old are you?
14.
How are you doing with that stuff?
Drinking.
Wine.
Kid drunk.
Wine.
Good for another.
Your folks know about it?
Yes, sir.
Where did you get the stuff?
In my house.
You been in trouble?
Yes, sir.
What for?
For Hit and run in the car and robbery.
Robbery?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of robbery?
Taking money out of lockers at Beach Club.
You're how old?
14.
Folks aren't home, huh?
My mom is in here.
Your dad home?
I don't have one.
Okay. Put your stuff in your pocket and wait outside.
Well, I tell you, good source of trouble.
Just as blasé as you pick them up for chewing gum.
14 years old. Let him out there, can make about 5 of them drunk.
And the mouth could make me drunk for a week. Did you smell that stuff?
Wine, gin, whiskey, and vermouth.
I don't understand it. First you just, so we caught him. So what? Not much else we can do but walk them and call their parents.
Good enough.
You are listening to Night Watch and following the activities of Detective Unit 5-6 on its tour of duty. Remember, the people and sounds you are hearing are real, and the investigations are recorded in the field as they actually occur. And now it's back to Night Watch, as we return you to headquarters where an investigation is underway, and your official police recorder, Don Reed. Juvenile officers spent an hour on the phone attempting to locate parents of boys. First boy will have to stay with us overnight. Parents out of town. Located mother of second boy. On her way in the office now. Son behind her. Sheepish grin.
Did your boy tell you what happened on this?
Well, I think I got it.
What do you think happened?
Well, they got in my liquor supply and poured a little bit out of each one and put it in a bottle and were taking it over to this dance, apparently. Like good Hagen scotch.
Maybe you're not aware that apparently this happens quite often. And
Oh, right. Well,
actually, the boy didn't commit any crime. He was just possession of an alcoholic beverage.
well, I know. I mean, it was a very silly thing to do, I think.
And we do have a law against that. I think it might be better if you lock up your liquor.
Well, I was going to say, it looks like, I mean, it's a crime, a shame to have to not be able to trust your own boy, but it looks like I'm going to have to put a padlock on the thing.
We're not going to take any further action on this, except we'll put him on a 6 months voluntary probation, and with the idea that he will not do any drinking or be in possession of alcohol. And if he's picked up again, we'll refer back to this, and we'll take legal action by filing a petition with the juvenile court. Do you think that you'll be in here again for the same thing?
No, sir. Let's hope he doesn't in here for anything again. I mean, that's what I'd like to teach.
Well, drinking in juveniles is a major problem in the United States, and especially on the West Coast. And it causes a great deal of trouble.
What do you do with kids in the teens? Shoot them until they're 21 and then dig them back up again or something? But I'm getting so I'm ashamed to walk by a police station anymore. You wonder what you are supposed to do. You try, and you try to do the right thing, and yet it doesn't really make that much difference.
Well, anytime that you feel that you can't handle him or he doesn't mind, if you'll just give us a call, we'll be glad to come down and try to...
Well, it isn't that. I mean, when I tell him, no, he can't do something, that's all right. But, geez, I mean, the minute I let him out again, well, if he starts getting into difficulties,
We don't want to see you in trouble. We're not trying to prosecute you. But you're through as far as your drinking. You're 14 years old. You're through. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in.
Okay, thanks.
Got him?
You can release the second boy. Mother's on her way out. Right. Did he go down?
Yeah. You think his mother had a headache? I wonder what would have happened to him if he'd have drank that stuff.
Let's check this car out. It doesn't look like it belongs here.
Good. 5-1, in lady, regarding 459.
Throw your light over here, Kurt. See if you can read that registration. I'll check out the back.
Go. Hey, that's a blue sedan, too.
Yeah, let's get him. Okay.
Taking off in pursuit. Dark sedan. Disappearing around the bend just to see the taillights. Car, similar description used in hold-up tonight in downtown Los Angeles. Got in our siren. Walter using the hand spotlight with a red lens. Traffic pulling over to the right. Gaining on the suspect's car. He's in the middle lane and really rolling. Close the range to about 300 yards. Red light pouring in through his rear window. Suspect cut his lights, flipping off in a side street. Running in the dark now. Making a sharp turn into a driveway. We're bouncing in behind. Guns out. Just one occupant. Perkins getting him out. Walter covering from the right. Suspect out. Hands up.
Take him down. I got him covered. Keep your hands out of your pocket.
Shaking down the suspect. Walter searching. Perkins holding a gun on him. Checking the license number of the car. It isn't the one wanted by LA for 211. Hold up. Elderly woman, out of back door. Bathrobe, curlers.
Okay, put your hands down. Get your driver's license.
Suspect in glare of headlights, about 19. Appears sober, no sign of alcohol. Confused, eyes glazed. Not sure we're getting through to him.
Taking him and hitting him. He's my son.
We're not interested whether he's your son or not right now. We're interested in he tried to get away from a police car.
Oh.
What'd you turn your lights off for?
I turned and I came home.
Did you hear our siren?
I heard your siren when they hit me in the mouth. I said I didn't have no jerk chicks.
You know what you're required to pull over and stop as soon as you hear a siren?
I pulled over to the right. They hit me in the mouth and they said
You turned your lights off about a block and a half back. Why did you do that?
I pulled over to the right.
You turned your lights off as you come up the street.
Yes, you understand. Some guy was going to...
I understand, but why did you turn out your lights?
But it was going to hit me with the ball. Hit me in the mouth. He was trying to kill me.
But you knew this was a police unit, didn't you?
Sergeant Perkins talking with the mother. Let's move over there.
He never do no wrong to nobody. He never do no wrong, but he's sitting his head.
No, but when he tries to outrun that siren on the red light. Oh, there's a red light on the car. There's a siren on it. He kept on going, he'd have been shot at.
Yeah, he don't have no gun.
If he hadn't come in here, if he'd gone straight up and turned on Venice, we'd have fired on him.
Well, he's not a thief. He's
as far as he was concerned, he was hot.
But he's not a thief. He's not a...
We chased him for a mile, trying to stop him. What do we have to do to stop the man? I don't know what else we can do to identify ourselves, but turn a red light on and put a siren.
Well, shoot the tires. Shoot the tires. You don't have to kill a man for nothing.
Have you ever tried to hit a target at 60 miles an hour? You don't know whether you hit the tire, whether you hit the person or the car.
Here's mother's advice. Shoot the tires next time he tries to run away. Back to the suspect. Confused expression still there.
You were going the wrong direction for the police department.
I was going to the police department.
You were coming away from the police department. You heard the siren, didn't you?
He threw a bottle at me. I had to get away from there. I get it. He kept when you're a bar, he kept kicking at
Mother says he's got
You got
mentally unbalanced. Is that what it is?
How much did you drink tonight, sir? How much did you drink?
He's so big guy.
Let me take a look at your...
They're still over there. They're still over there. Clean across the head.
I don't see no marks on there.
No, there's a big scar all the way across. It puts me over the head with an iron.
There's no lump on there, sir.
There is there.
No, there ain't.
There is there.
Just stay right there.
Suspect claims head wound, none visible. Perkins, Walter, off to one side.
He's mentally off a little bit. He's all the war, and he has his asthma. And I think probably in the best interest is just release him to them. I think that would be the best deal under those circumstances. Kids here at the house, and the mother and the sister both promised they'd take care of him, see that he wouldn't drive a car again. Well, he's darn lucky we didn't shoot him. I know. I think he can get worried from that. And that's his father right there, too, saying release him to him. Okay. We'll make sure they understand. Yeah. Okay. I'll give this back to him. Okay.
Move back onto the father and son now.
Here's your driver's license, sir. Put it back in your pocket. We're going to give you a break on this thing because of the trouble you had down there at the bar. And we want to be sure that you understand. Don't you ever do that again. When you turn your lights off, when a police car is chasing you, you're just asking for trouble.
Sir, could you do me a favor to go back and see?
All right, we'll drive by there, and if we can find any trouble there, we'll take care of it.
Yes, sir.
But in the future, don't you try to run from a police car.
All right.
And be sure you don't cause any more trouble.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Requesting 7 from the Mars. 5-1, okay, 7.
I think we'd better back out a little slower than when we came in here. All clear over here. Well, I saw a lot of guys come out of the war like that.
Me too.
What you have just heard is real, recorded as it actually happened on The Night Watch. We switch you now to headquarters in the office of the Chief of Police, W.N. Hildebrand.
Tonight's first investigation amounted to separating an elderly couple having a quarrel. However, I want to point out that when answering an unknown trouble call, the officers must be extremely alert and on the lookout for anything. The second case of the boys carrying liquor resulted in both subjects being given 6 months probation by our Juvenile Bureau. This case will be filed away with hundreds of other routine investigations, but it is important in the fight against juvenile crime to stop a situation before it gets out of hand. And now the final investigation where Detective Unit 5-6 was in pursuit of a suspect's car, which failed to stop on the morning of red light and siren. As you heard, the subject was released to his parents. I realize there are people who might question this decision, but we should remember police work must be mixed with human tolerance. This boy faced a difficult mental problem sustained in the service of his country. Society would have gained little by his arrest. The important thing was he was ordered not to drive and he was to receive immediate treatments. His parents assumed this responsibility. Incidentally, the officers checked the cafe where the subject claimed he was slugged. They found the whole incident to be a product of his imagination. Tonight, you have followed Detective Unit 5-6 through a few of the problems encountered by your law enforcement officers. To give you a better understanding and insight is the reason for Night Watch.
Thank you, Chief Hildebrand. You have been following Detective Unit 5-6 on its tour of duty on The Night Watch. Every voice, every sound has been real. Night Watch is brought to you with the cooperation of the Police Department of Culver City, California, with technical advice by Sergeant Ron Perkins, and is described in the field by the official police recorder, Don Reed. Night Watch is produced by Sterling Tracy and Jim Hadlock.
All cars.
copyrighted program created by Rio Grande.
Fresno County Sheriff's Office calling all cars. Attention all cars. Broadcast 227 regarding a missing person. Be on the lookout for a man described as of French Basque descent. 5 feet 8 or 9 inches. About 140, 145 pounds. This man was last seen on February 8, 1915. That's all. Rose and Quist.
As you are well aware, friends, there are several motor fuels knocking at your door asking for the privilege of powering your car. Figuratively speaking, it goes something like this. Come in.
Howdy. I want to put in my application.
I see. What's your name?
Pendas. Stupendous. And I gives you more of everything and saves you a pint of gas every time you shift gears.
How interesting. Have you any proof, any facts to back up that claim?
What do you mean? I say so. I spend millions saying so. Ain't that enough?
Sorry, I'm afraid not. Next. Well, here I am. When do I start? Just a moment. What did you say was your name? Colossal, super colossal. That's me. More power, more pickup, more everything. And I've got letters from people. Anybody can make those claims, and anybody can get letters from people. We want facts from authority.
Hi, sucker. My name's Savin. The boys call me Chief.
Well, saving's a good name. It ought to get you a lot of business. But what proof did you save?
Don't need any proof. They'll buy me. Plenty of them don't think. Goodbye.
Poor buy, I'd say. Good evening, sir. I'm Rio Grande Cracked. Oh, unusual name, Cracked. Well, I'm very proud of it, sir. It stands for something. Quality, refinement, expense. The best family name in gasoline. Ask any petroleum engineer. What have you done? Who do you work for? Well, I delivered 55 million miles of police car performance to the police cars, fire engines, ambulances, and emergency equipment of your cities and counties last year alone. I'm under contract to your state of California, and the United States government specifies me wherever I'm available, see? Then tens of thousands of California motorists... Well, you must be the first in public service. Yes, but I'd like to be first in your personal service. There are so many friends that would depend upon me exclusively if they would put me to work. Well, I'll send everybody I can into your red and white station and tell them to ask for Rio Grande Cracked gasoline. We are glad to be privileged to present again on Calling All Cars the Sheriff of Fresno County, George Overholt. While psychology professors argue the old question of whether environment or heredity is most to blame for crime inclinations in individuals, every law enforcement officer knows that family training can make or break an otherwise normal youth in his relations with the law. When I am asked the question, do you think radio programs, the type of Calling All Cars, really do any good in preventing crime? I can answer truthfully that I do. I believe that anything that brings out the truth of the statement that crime does not pay does good in preventing crime. The law is not a kind teacher. The prison is not a pleasant classroom. Our problem today is to prevent the youngster from starting his life of crime and to discourage the first offender from repeating his offense. And law enforcement officials welcome any help they can get along these lines. I shall reserve comment on tonight's case for the end of the program. Our scene opens on a cold day in February of 1915 in the little town of Huron in central California.
Oh, I tell you, Maria, these things, they are all lies. There is no other woman but you. There never has been any other woman, and there never will.
But Mrs. Moran, she told me...
I do not care what she told you. It is not true. Oh, Maria, can you not see I love you? Look at me. Do I look like one who would lie to you? Why do you not trust me?
I don't know.
Do you not love me?
I think so.
You think so? Do you not know?
Oh, sí, pues ya no.
Sometimes when I am alone at night, and the moon is shining so bright outside, and I can look way over there at the mountains with the snow so cold and white and still, something seems to say to me, Cipriano loves you. You love him. Life with him will be calm and peaceful and strong, just like those mountains. Then I am afraid. I see storm clouds over the mountains, and the wind howls across the plains, and the moon does not shine anymore. And I think maybe life will be like that with us, stormy and cold and bare.
Oh, life will not be like that to us, Maria. I love you. I will always love you. You love me too, but you are young. You are afraid. Is that not so?
Sometimes I am afraid.
Oh, do not be afraid, Chiquita. I will protect you. I will be like the mountain, strong and calm. But I will not be cold, querida mia. Let the clouds come and hide the moon. Let the winds come and howl around the houses like hungry coyotes. My arms will be about you, and you will be safe and warm.
When you talk to me that way and hold me in your arms, I forget about the storm clouds. My heart wants to sing and tell everybody, I love Cipriano. He loves me. We are going to be married.
Oh, querida.
Te amo. Querida mia. Te amo.
Here, what's going on out here? Get into the house, Maria. Get, I say.
But Mrs. Moran, I did not do anything wrong.
You want to keep on working for me in my house, Maria?
Yes, Mrs. Moran.
Then get. As you, young man, I've told you a dozen times, stay away from here. That girl's too good for the likes of you.
Who are you to say Maria is too good for me? I love Maria. She loves me. We are going to be married. You cannot stop us.
I can't, eh? Well, that's what you think. Let me tell you something, me young buckaroo. If I catch you hanging around this girl again, or any other girl who works for me, I'll make you wish you'd never heard of this ranch.
Just what will you do?
You come around here again and I'll show you what I'll do.
I am going to marry Maria.
Over my dead body.
Perhaps. But just the same, I will marry her.
If you ever set foot inside this yard again, Maria will be mourning a corpse.
I will kill anybody who tries to come between Maria and me.
That's a game two can play, young fella. Remember that.
Cipriano, my friend, what is the trouble? Maria. What about Maria? That Moran woman is turning her against me.
That's nonsense. I thought Maria loved you.
She did.
Then how did Mrs. Moran turn her against you?
Well, that I do not know, but she has.
When did you see her last? Maria?
A week ago. I went to see her last night, but she would not talk to me.
Well, forget her. Women are like that.
Maria is not like that.
Nah, they're all the same, I know.
Do not say things like that about Maria.
Oh, here, don't get angry, my friend. I meant nothing against her. Just all women. That has been my experience.
She is not like that.
You're a hot-headed fool, Cipriano.
Don't call me fool.
Oh, come on, cool off. Forget the whole thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Constanta. I lost my head. I've been so worried.
Why don't you go away? Some other place to work. Try to forget Maria.
Where would I go? I have no money. Only my teams and wagons and a little piece of corn land up the creek.
You might sell your team.
Who would buy them? All the men we know around here are poor men like ourselves. Well, even you need money as badly as I do.
I will tell you a secret, my friend. I have $1,700 in the bank.
You have?
Yeah, I have been saving it for a long time.
But why?
I thought maybe I might be able to persuade you to sell me your outfit. I could start in business for myself.
Oh, but $1,700 is not enough. I would have to have at least $2,000. The outfit is worth much more than that, even.
Oh, I know it. But I know a fellow who will buy one of the teams from me, and with that I could pay you the rest of the money.
Oh, that's wonderful. I can leave yours then.
Yeah.
I can go someplace where no one knows me and start all over again.
Yeah, it is a great opportunity, my friend.
When can you get the money, Constance?
Just as soon as I see the other man. And when I have looked at the land.
You've looked at the land? Oh, but yes, the land, it is good land. Oh, I don't doubt it, Cipriano, I don't doubt it, but I want to see for myself if it is good corn land. Well, I've raised many crops of corn on it. But I still must look at it for myself. Oh, very well, then. Tomorrow we go to look at it. In the morning, that will be all right? Yes, in the morning.
Early next morning, as a steady rain blew across the Kettleman Plains, two men drove along the deserted road that led to the cornland. Curious eyes watched them drive away. Curious minds wondered why Constant McVeigh and Cipriano Urtasun were driving down the country road in the rain behind a pair of borrowed horses. Late in the afternoon of that day, Constant McVeigh returned the weary team to the stalls of Huron's own livery stable. In the surrey, mud-splattered, lay a muddy shovel and a paper bag filled with mushrooms. The cold February night had fallen, and the light of scattered lamps was appearing in windows as Constant McVeigh unhitched his tired horses and went into the office of his employer, Mike Clavier, owner of the stable.
Hello, Mike. I'm back.
Have any trouble?
Trouble?
With mud.
Oh, no. I went out and drove around over the land a little. Wasn't very muddy. I put the team up and fed them.
Okay. See you in the morning.
Oh, Mike, here's a bag of mushrooms I picked out there today. Maybe your sister could use them, eh?
Mushrooms?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Thanks, Thompson.
And, Mike, I'm going to San Francisco tomorrow. I wonder if you could get somebody to take my place right away.
Ain't this a little sudden?
Well, not exactly. You see, I got to run up to San Francisco for a week to sign up the papers on Cipriano's stuff, and, well, I'll be wanting to start my own business when I get back.
Well, I guess I can make some arrangements.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Well, I'm going over to the room. If Sam come in, send him over, will you?
Sure.
But Constant McVeigh did not come back. Letters which were forwarded returned unclaimed. No word was received from Cipriano Urtasun or his companion, Constance McVeigh. The two men had completely vanished. The rain ceased and February became March. One day, a suspicious man went to the office of Ed Arnold, constable.
Come on in, Sam. Sit down. Now, what's on your mind?
Oh, it's that fellow McVeigh, he calls himself. He sold me a pair of mules for $900. I gave him $300 cash, and I was going to give him the rest when he got back from San Francisco, but he never came back.
Well, what are you worrying about? You got the team, haven't you?
Yes, but I never got a bill of sale. And besides, the team belonged to Cipriano Urtasun. And he hasn't been back either since he went away with that McVeigh.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it looks funny. This McVeigh and Cipriano, they lived together. McVeigh always talked about needing money, and then all of a sudden he shows up with enough to buy Cipriano's teams. At least he said he bought them. But where's Cipriano?
Have you looked for him?
Sure. But we can't find hide nor hair of him.
And you can't find McVeigh, huh?
No.
Where did Cipriano and this fella live?
Well, they had a room together close to the livery stable, upstairs over an old store.
Well, maybe we better take a walk over there and see if we can get a line on these fellas. This the place?
Yep, this is the place where they lived.
Certainly torn up.
Hey, wait a minute. Well, there's the suitcase that McVeigh said he was taking to Cipriano.
Yeah? Let's take a look. Well, looks like McVeigh didn't take Cipriano's clothes with him.
He said he was.
Did you say this McVeigh fella left here with Urtasun?
Yep.
And came back alone?
That's right.
Know anybody who might have a grudge against Cipriano?
Well, he had a few arguments with Mrs. Moran.
Anything serious?
I don't know.
What did they argue about?
Cipriano's girl, Maria.
Woman, eh? I think it'd be a good idea to talk to Maria. Maria, what did Mrs. Moran and Cipriano quarrel about?
Me?
You?
Yes, senor. Cipriano and I, we are in love with each other. Mrs. Moran, She did not like for us to be spending so much time together. She and Cipriano quarreled about it.
Did Cipriano say he was going away?
No, senor. He said we were going to be married, and nobody could stop us.
What did Mrs. Moran say to them?
She said, over my dead body.
Mm-hmm. Where is Mrs. Moran?
She's in the house. Should I call her?
Yes.
Mrs. Moran. Mrs. Moran, Senor Arnold wants to see you.
What is it, Maria?
Senor Arnold, the constable. He wants to talk to you.
Oh, hello, Ed. How are you?
Pretty good, Mrs. Moran. And you?
Can't complain.
It looks like they're going to have a lot of trouble over in Europe.
Ed, did you want to talk to me about the war or something else?
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm trying to get a line on young Urtison.
What about him?
That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know anything about him. I told him to clear out of here and stay out, and keep away from Maria. I haven't seen him since.
And when was this?
About a month ago. Why?
Just curious.
You're more than curious, Ed. What's on your mind?
You didn't do away with Cipriano, did you?
Are you crazy?
Nope. But he hasn't been seen since you had a fight with him, and you say you did have an argument. I'm just putting two and two together.
Well, you're getting the wrong answer, Ed. I don't have any idea where the boy is or what happened to him.
What makes you think something's happened to him?
Well, nothing particular. All I know is he was supposed to have left town with that McVeigh fella. Find him and you'll know where Cipriano is.
I've already checked on him. He's missing, too.
Listen, Ed, I'm not afraid of any investigation you might make. But I'll tell you somebody who saw McVeigh before he took the train. You might try talking to him.
All right. Who is he?
Hugo Subran, the blacksmith.
What does he know about Urtison?
Well, don't you ask him.
All right. Think I will. Hey, Hugo, put that wagon tire down and come here.
Hello, Ed. What's on your mind?
Seen Cipriano Urtison or Constance McVeigh around lately?
Oh, not for 3 weeks or so. Not since they drove off in the rain one morning.
Haven't seen them since, eh?
Nope. Haven't seen Cipriano at least.
No? Any idea where they might be?
Well, I've got an idea where Cipriano is.
That so? Where?
I've got a hunch you'll find him somewhere out on his farm.
What makes you think he's out there?
He went out there with McVeigh, didn't he?
Sure.
And he hasn't been seen since? No.
No.
I saw McVeigh at the station the night he left. He told me how he was meeting Cipriano and going on to San Francisco with him. But he didn't have Cipriano's clothes with him. And I know Cipriano didn't take them with him when he left that morning.
How do you know?
Because I saw the surrey before they left. And all it had in it was a shovel. It had the same shovel in it when the surrey came back. But it was muddy. I was just outside Mike's office next door when McVeigh came in, and his shoes were muddy too. He gave Mike some mushrooms he said he'd picked along the road. But I happen to know that the only mushrooms out that way grow on Cipriano's corn land.
Notice anything else?
What? No, not right then. But later on that night, I went over to see McVeigh. He told me a day or two before that I had a gun he wanted me to look at. Needed to see anything. Well, when I got there, he was packing Cipriano's clothes. And I saw Cipriano's gun in the suitcase.
Yes, I saw that too.
I noticed something else. That night I was talking to McVeigh.
What was that?
McVeigh had his thumb bandaged. I asked him how he hurt it. And he said he cut it with a knife. But while he was packing, the bandage split off in it. I saw teeth marks.
Teeth marks?
Yeah, that teeth mark.
Is that a shovel around here, Hugo?
No. Mike's got the same one McVeigh used last month.
Let's go over and get it, and get a team and drive out to Cipriano's farm.
Hastily hitching the same team that had been driven by McVeigh and Urtison a few weeks before, Constable Arnold and Hugo Subran started out, following the route McVeigh had said he followed. At last they reached the juncture of the road leading to Cipriano's farm.
Whoa!
You see any tracks that look like the Surrey might make?
Yeah, see, right there, leading off to the left.
Yes, I see.
Lucky it hasn't rained since they disappeared, Heinz.
Uh-huh. There are two sets of tracks there.
Yeah, two sets of hoof prints. One set's coming out, and one going in.
Looks like the team was being driven pretty fast coming out.
Yeah, at least at a trot.
Well, we might as well get on over to Cipriano's farm.
It's straight ahead, about a mile.
Get there. Come on, get along.
Hey, there. I'll pull up a minute. Looks like the tracks are turning up the creek bed here.
I don't see any reason for a man driving up this creek if he's looking for cornland.
I still have my doubts about that cornland story.
What do you mean?
McVeigh never struck me as being the kind of man who'd be interested in farming.
Maybe you're right. But what about the fellows who took Cipriano to Colinga?
You didn't see any buggy or wagon tracks going that way, did you?
I come to think about it, I didn't. Whoa, I said.
What is it?
Look.
Where?
Right under that bush.
Oh. Fresh.
Let's get that shovel and see what's under there.
Here's where the Surrey tracks turn around. What do you think you'll find?
I don't know yet.
There are a lot of tracks around here. Footprints.
Uh-huh. But do you notice that only one set of them lead away from here?
Yeah. That looks bad.
I'm afraid it does.
Found something?
Uh-huh. The body of Cipriano Urtasun.
Constable Arnold was right. His shovel soon uncovered the grisly evidence of the murder of Cipriano. His skull caved in by a shovel, his neck broken, his body thrown into the shallow grave while life still pulsed through his veins. No longer was the question, where is Cipriano Urtasun? But it now became, where is Constant McVeigh, his murderer? For months, every law enforcement officer of Fresno County searched for the missing man. Circulars were distributed by the thousands throughout the United States. Rewards were offered by officials and citizens. Time passed, and Constant McVeigh became a dim memory. War flared in Europe and enveloped America. Women took their places with men at the voting booths. Prohibition became a legal fact, but not an actuality. Somewhere a switch was thrown, and a million homes heard voices and music thousands of miles away. A lone flyer winged his way eastward into the first solo flight across the Atlantic. Paper fortunes, pyramided, soared to unheard of heights, then crumbled overnight. Untold wealth suddenly became abject poverty. Then, 15 years after the body of Cipriano Urtasun was taken from his smothering bed of earth, Under Sheriff Frank Lemoyne of Rawlins, Wyoming, arrested a man known as Julian Ivanhoff.
Well, Ivanhoff, you ready to admit you stole that steer and killed it?
Yes, sir.
Why'd you do it?
Well, I needed money to buy clothes for my wife and children.
How many children have you got now, Julian?
3. 2 boys and a girl.
Well, didn't it occur to you this might not be the best way to help them?
No, I didn't think about that.
You know, you shouldn't have used a horse, Julian. Horse hooves are easy to follow in the snow.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Julian, we aren't going to press this charge against you.
You're not?
Nope.
Then I can go home now?
Well, not just yet. You see, I'm waiting for the train to get in.
For the train?
Yeah. Bringing the sheriff of Fresno County. You know, out in California. He's coming to take you back.
Take me back? I don't understand.
You will. Ivanhoff, this is Sheriff Jones, the officer I told you about.
Howdy, McVeigh.
Here's that circular, Sheriff.
Well, I'll be doggone. March 22, 1915. That's a long time, Lemoyne.
Well, I wired you as soon as we found it. Charlie Johnson, that's my jailer, and I were looking through some old warrants and wanted circulars the night we arrested Ivanhoff, or, as you call him, McVeigh, for stealing a steer. That name seemed familiar to us somehow. When we found that circular, I knew we had your man.
He hasn't changed much, has he?
No, not much. Well, when do you want to start back with him?
Oh, just as soon as Sheriff Austin...
Goodbye, and
Get 'em ready to go. See that grave, McVeigh?
Yes.
That's a little deeper than the one you buried him in, isn't it?
I didn't do it.
No? What killed him, Doctor?
Looks like a blow on the head with a flat object. Probably a shovel.
No, I didn't hit him with a shovel.
What did you kill him with, McVeigh?
It was an accident. Yes, that's it. It was an accident. He was going to shoot me. His gun fell out on his seat. We fought for it. He was going to shoot me. I bent his arm around like this, on the back of his head. Then he was dead. I was scared, and I buried the body there so no one would find it.
But somebody did find it, McVeigh, 15 years ago. And there were no bullet holes in the skull.
It was an accident, I tell you. The bullet, she went in right here, back of the ear.
Any bullet holes in that skull, Doctor?
No, Sheriff. Just caved in. Right here.
Take it away. Take it away. Take it away.
All right, McVeigh. Tell us about it.
We went out to the cornland. I was going to look at it. He thought I was going to buy it. But I wasn't. I didn't have money enough to buy anything. I had to have money, too. Because the fellow who knew me before, he was going to turn me over to the officers. They said I stole some horses up in Montana. I didn't steal them. But this fellow, he was going to tell the sheriff that I did. I had to pay him. I had to have Cipriano's money. When we got out of the cornland, Cipriano, he got out of the buggy and saw some mushrooms.
Look, Constant. See the mushrooms. We will take some back to Maria, no?
Yeah. You want to?
You act so strange, Constant. Why are you getting the shovel out?
I want to dig down a little ways to see if the land is rich enough for the corn.
Oh, it is rich enough, all right.
So, you'll take the mushrooms to Maria, will you? No, my friend. You'll never take anything to Maria. Or to anyone else. I shall have Maria all to myself, my friend. Go ahead and pick your mushrooms. You'll never eat them.
Constant, what are you doing? Why are you looking at me that way? Put that shovel down, Constant. No, do not do that, Constant.
Now, Cipriano, your things are all mine. Everything is mine. I shall sell them all, Cipriano, and buy pretty things for Maria. She shall be mine too, Cipriano. Maria shall be mine. All mine. She shall love me. That was the way it happened, Sheriff. That was the way he died.
Why did you run away if you loved the girl? Why didn't you stay around?
I don't know. I was afraid. I was afraid.
In just a moment, Sheriff Overholt will conclude our program. I have a confession to make, friends. Rio Grande cracked gasoline has a police record. It has a record 55 million miles long, achieved in a single year by being the gasoline that powers more police cars, fire engines, ambulances, and other emergency equipment wherever it is sold than any other brand. Think of it. A 55 million mile endorsement by the most qualified buyers and users of gasoline. And now, building that record to even greater heights is the fact that the state of California and the United States government have recognized the superior qualities of Rio Grande cracked and have specified it for use in their emergency automotive equipment. In the face of these facts, how can an intelligent buyer use those average gasoline? Drive into the nearest red and white Rio Grande station. Tank up with Rio Grande cracked. You'll get police car performance with the finest gasoline that money can buy. And now, Sheriff Overholt.
Constant McVeigh was tried at Fresno, found guilty of murder, and sentenced to San Quentin, where he has paid for his crime. How he eluded the law for 15 years has always remained a mystery, but the keen eyes of officers at Rawlins, Wyoming, brought about his capture, and he has since learned that, as usual, his crime did not pay.
Thank you, Sheriff Overholt.
County Sheriff's Office calling all cars, attention all cars, to cancellation of broadcast 227 regarding a missing person. This man was found murdered. That's all. Rose and Cliff.
This is your narrator, Frederick Lindsley, bidding you good night for Rio Grande. Today's story, Guest of Death.
Guard, this is certainly a tremendous prison, isn't it? I had no idea it was so big.
And this is your first visit here?
Yes, Mr. Kesey. I'm in town on a convention. See, one of the boys gave me the pass to the prison. I was afraid he might be playing a joke on me that might be a fake.
Oh, the pass is quite good, quite good. Entitled you to a complete tour of the prison.
Boy, will this be something to tell the folks back home. Oh, excuse me, guard. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Not at all. What is it?
That little gray building down there across the courtyard. What is that?
That's the death house.
Oh. I don't suppose you take visitors in there, too, do you?
Oh, yes, certainly. You want to see it, of course.
Well, Mr. Kesey, well, I guess it would be a thrill.
Thrill? Yes, it would be the greatest thrill you've ever experienced. Now, here's the last night on your tour. Step right in, please.
Thank you. What place is this, Mr. Kesey?
The building you saw across the courtyard. The death house.
Oh, I see.
Oh, don't be afraid. Step right in.
Well, thank you.
There, you see? It's not an unpleasant room at all, is it?
Well, not in appearance, no. But, Mr. Kesey, when you start to think of the men that have died here, well...
Oh, nonsense. Death is nothing to fear. There's a majesty and nobility about it that makes people's revulsion stupid. Those benches there are the observers' seats. The pre-execution cells are just beyond that door. And this, as you see, is the electric chair.
Yeah. Say, it's quite warm in here, isn't it?
I suppose, a bit. This panel here is where the executioner stands. He holds his hand on the switch, and at a signal from the warden, he throws it in, like this. Oh, now, don't be alarmed.
Shouldn't we leave now?
First, of course, you'll want to sit in the chair?
But no, I hadn't thought of anything like that at all.
My. You're a timid soul. Why, this is an experience you'll never have again. Here, let me help you. Just sit right down.
Well, if it's the customary thing, why,
of course. There you are. You see, nothing to it at all, is there?
Imagine. Men have died just like this.
Yes, men have died. Just like that. Here, I'll show you how it feels to be strapped in.
Well, I can imagine how
There, the chest strap across here.
You've drawn that a bit tight, Mr. Kesey. I took the wind out of me.
That's the way it goes. Now the right arm strap, like that. And the left.
Oh, this thing certainly hugs a man close, doesn't it?
Yes. It's a powerful embrace. Now we'll strap the left leg and the right leg like this. Now, there you are. Ready for the most noble and majestic experience of all.
God. What do you mean?
Death.
No! Keep away from that! Don't!
X-ray, visitor dies in death house. Read all about it. Visitor dies in death house. X-ray, visitor dies in death house. Read all about it.
I call you
a taxi, sir?
Yes, please. Well, Margot, how did you like the opera?
Oh, it was simply grand, Lamont, but I'm tired. I'll be glad to get home.
Read all about it, X. We visited Dies in Death House, X.
What's that? Visitor dies in death house?
Oh, now, Lamont, please, let's not spoil a lovely night with scare headlines. People are liable to die most any place.
Your cab, sir?
Read all about it. Visitor Dies in Death House.
A boy?
Our cab's waiting, Lamont.
Just a moment, Margot. I have reason for wanting to know the story back of that headline.
Paper, sir?
Yes, son. There you are.
Oh, thank you, sir. Read all about it, X.
All right, Margot.
Bye.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's all right. Oh, I know you're just dying to get to your story, so go right ahead, Lamont. Go ahead, read it. Here, I'll switch on the light.
Well, thank you, Margot. Well, isn't much to it. Newspaper's strangely brief. Merely the headlines and a 7-line box on the first page.
What does it say?
Simply that a visitor died in the death house on a tour of inspection.
There doesn't seem much in that to excite the imagination of the shadow.
I'm not so sure about that, Margot.
Surely you don't see anything sinister in such a bare announcement, Lamont?
That's just the point, Margot. The account is too bare.
What do you mean?
Well, the newspapers don't seem to know anything. And it says here that the prison officials are saying nothing.
Oh, perhaps there's nothing more to say.
There's an old proverb, Margot, to the effect that virtue rarely lies behind a tight lip.
Well, I noticed that ferret gleam in your eye, so I might as well accustom myself to the idea that you're off on another adventure in crime.
Yes, Margot. Off on an adventure that promises to be one of the most exciting I've ever had.
Quiet, boys. Hello? Commissioner Weston speaking. What? You can't get the warden on the phone? Yeah, I can't. This is the police department. He can't ignore us. Well, you try him again, and keep trying until you get him. Now, hold it a minute, boys. Dopey. Yeah? What happened when you went out first? Well, the same thing that happened to your phone call, Chief. Nothing. Couldn't you get any information? All I could find out was that the guy was in town on the furniture convention. Got a pass to see the prison, and some guard by the name of Kesey took him through. Did you question this Kesey? We couldn't get a hold of him. Why not? Well, Chief, we found out that he lived way up on the Cape, so Jim here and me went out there. And then what happened? Nothing. If somebody says nothing to me again, I'll... Just a minute. Yes. Hello? Commissioner Weston speaking.
Good evening, Commissioner Weston.
Oh, you again?
Yes, Commissioner. The Shadow.
Just a minute. Hold the line. You men wait outside. I'll call you if I need you. Okay, Commissioner. We'll be right out. All right, Shadow. Go ahead. What's on your mind?
I called to find out what you know about the death of that visitor out of the prison.
I don't know a thing, and I can't find out anything. The prison officials don't seem inclined to cooperate at all.
Did you know, Commissioner, that a short time ago another visitor died in the death house?
What? Another visitor?
Yes. The first visitor's death passed almost unnoticed. But now, Commissioner, another.
Say, this puts a new light on the whole matter. Calls for immediate action.
No, Commissioner. Hold everything until you hear from me. Oh, hello, Margot. Come in. Don't take your hat off. We're leaving right away.
I just get to your house, and then we have to leave. What's all the haste about?
We're driving up to the prison.
Oh, Lamont, don't tell me you're still thinking of that visitor's death.
Thinking of it. Margot, I've discovered some things that make me feel I've got a big job on my hands. For one thing, I've discovered that another visitor died in that same death house. I've come to the conclusion that there's only one way I can find out what's back of it all.
And how is that?
Here. You see this? It's a visitor's pass.
Yes.
I'm going up there and go through that prison, just as those other men went through, as a visitor.
Oh, no. No, Lamont, you mustn't.
I've got to, Margot. It's the only way.
Well, I'm not usually given to superstition, Lamont, but there's something supernatural, something unearthly about those deaths. I don't want you to expose yourself to the same fate that overtook those poor men. I won't let you do it.
Come now, Margot. Don't let this get the best of you.
Oh, Lamont, I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
This is all right, Margot. Park the car right here.
That's the entrance to the prison down there at the bottom of the hill.
Lamont, I wish you wouldn't go through with this. You may be walking to your death.
Don't worry, Margot. You stay here in the car. And remember this. Don't lose your courage, no matter what you may hear or what you may see.
Hello, Keithy. You here again?
Yes, Mr. Harper. I'm taking this gentleman, Mr. Cranston, on a tour of our institution.
You'll have to be searched, sir. Lay down, please.
There you are.
What are they going to stop handing out these visitors' passes, Keithy?
Stop. Why should they do that?
Well, I should think they'd be a little more careful because of what's already happened around here.
Oh, nonsense, Mr. Harper. Accidents will happen, you know. No reason why prison routine should be upset unnecessarily.
All right, Mr. Cranston, you're okay.
Thank you.
Open up, Tom. Right? Okay, Keithy, the place is yours.
Thank you. Come right along, sir.
Don't forget, Keithy. Bring him back alive.
So, this is the death house, eh, Keithy? Yes, Mr. Cranston. The end of your prison tour. Eerie sort of place, isn't it? Oh, that depends on the viewpoint. You've worked in this prison a long time, haven't you, Keithy? I've been here 35 years, Mr. Cranston. Really? Sir, 35 years for the service. Yeah. Is this your regular job, taking visitors through the prison? Yes, I've been doing this for several years. But it's a poor substitute for the place that rightfully belongs to me. The place that rightfully belongs to you? What do you mean by that? Nothing. Nothing at all. I shouldn't even have mentioned it. Come now, this has nothing to do with your tour of the prison. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry into your affair. Oh, now pay no attention to what I've said. I'm a bit out of sorts today, nervous, I guess. Yes, I understand. I suppose I'd be nervous, too. If I did the things you've done. The things I've done, Mr. Cranston? What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing, Keithy. I'm just thinking of how I'd be affected by 35 years spent in a place like this. That's all. It does play on a body's nerves. But a single visit can affect the nerves even more than 35 years. I'm afraid I don't understand. Oh, not now, perhaps. But you will. Oh, yes. You will. Well, it's been a very interesting tour, and I'm much obliged to you. I must be running along now. But I haven't explained this room, the death house, to you. Well, that's hardly necessary. Surely you wouldn't leave without sitting in the electric chair, Mr. Cranston. My curiosity doesn't go to such extremes. But every visitor sits in the chair. Well, Keithy, you've been very thorough in showing me through the prison, so if you feel I'm spoiling your final touch, why, of course I'll sit in your chair. Ah, good. Sit right down. All right. There we are. Now I'll strap you in. Oh, it won't take a minute. There. The chest strap's on already, you see. Well, you certainly did that with amazing speed, Keithy. Like an expert. I am an expert, Mr. Cranston. Years ago, I was a member of the execution squad. Really? Then you participated in the actual executions? I was one of the men whose job it was to strap the condemned in the chair. There's a man for each strap, you know. Speed is important. The quicker it's done, the less the condemned suffers. I was on the chest strap. That happens to be the most important one. I can testify to your efficiency. I can hardly move a muscle. I don't suppose you can. There we are. Snug as a bug in a rug. But not so comfortable. By the way, Mr. Cranston, you remember the famous Carlton case, don't you? Oh, very well. Carsden was brought to justice as a result of the efforts of a character known as the Shadow. Then surely you must remember me. My picture was in all the newspapers at the time. Oh, really? I suppose you helped to strap Carsden in the chair. Oh, no. I executed him. You what? Oh, it was a very unusual case. You see, we had a new executioner. At the last moment, the poor fellow's nerve gave away. Oh, there was quite a to-do. Carsden was already strapped in the chair. The warden was beside himself. Somebody had to bring matters to a conclusion. So, I volunteered my services. As executioner? Yes. Oh, it was quite an experience. First and only time I ever attracted the least bit of attention. But it was because of the most bitter disappointment in my whole life. Disappointment? You see, I'd hoped that my service would be rewarded with a permanent appointment as executioner. You had an ambition to make a career of it. Oh, well, why not? Hundreds of others applied for the job. Oh, it's a position of distinction. You say you were promised the job? Yes, but the authorities didn't live up to the promise. They cheated me, robbed me of what was mine. I wouldn't let it disturb me so if I were you. Disturb me? It's rankled in my heart throughout the years and left me with one consuming desire. To hate. Well, a hatred like that can hurt no one but yourself. You think not, and I know better. I'll make them pay for what they've done to me. I'll make them pay. I think you have an entirely wrong attitude, Kesey. Well, this has all been very exciting, and now if you'll unstrap me and let me out of this electric chair, why... What? Let you out of the chair, Mr. Cranston? Never. I'm going to give you what I gave the others. What do you mean, Kesey? In a moment, I'm going to pull the switch and fling you into eternity. Let me out of this chair. Yes, I'll let you out. You can't do anything like that. You can't get away with it. I told you I'll make them pay for what they've done to me. Get yourself together, man. Why do you want to wreak your vengeance on people like me? Because you are people, and the people cheated me, and they'll pay for it. Kesey, you're a fiend. I'm a cheated man. That's only your excuse, an excuse you offer your conscience to justify the things you do. There's only one reason for you doing a thing like this, Kesey. The desire to satisfy a vicious urge in your diabolic nature. Shut up, you can't go through with this thing without your excuse. Well, I'm going to take that away from you. I'm going to turn you inside out and show you the fiend you really are. I'll shut you up. I'll put the headpiece on and cover your face with a death. Don't you dare! You can say what you want now. I don't have to hear you. Now, the switch and eternity. You wanted to get out of the chair. Very well. I'll take you out now, Mr. Cranston. I've killed him. He's dead. Hey, lady. Can't park here all day. You'll have to move along.
I'm waiting for a friend, officer.
Don't you know you're not allowed to park within 500 feet of a prison?
But my friend should be along any minute now.
Where is he?
He's in the prison. He's a visitor.
Visitor? Did you say he's a visitor?
Yes. What's the matter, officer? Why do you stand there like that? Tell me what's the matter. Officer! Oh, Lamar.
Can't figure out why people have their water pumps outside the house so they'll freeze. Oh, there you are, Mr. Kesey. I don't expect this water pump will give you any more trouble. Leastwise, not tonight. You've done a good job, Mort. Sorry I had to get you up on a night like this. Ain't no pleasure plodding up that there sand road any night. Say, what's the matter with that hound dog of yourn? Doing a powerful lot of howling tonight, ain't he? Yes, quite a lot. They say hounds howl like that when somebody dies. Dies? Yes, I've heard that said. Chimney pickets. It's enough to make a body's skin creep. You don't suppose they see something, do you? A spirit, I mean? No, it's nothing. Forget it. Don't reckon even spirits would come up here. Does he often howl like that? I've only heard him do that twice before. Tonight makes the third time. Well, now there's your water pump, fit and fine, Mr. Kesey. I'll be getting on down to home now. Good night to you. Good night, Mort. Rex, here. Come here. In the house. Where you going? Get. Enough of that now. Lie down. Chicken-hearted old hound. Just like a human, you fear death, too. That fool, Mr. Cranston, I sent to eternity today. He was afraid of death. But that didn't save him. He's no more. He's dead. And I'll send many others after him. What was that? Who's there? Who's out there? Is that you, Mort?
No, Kesey. Mort is well down the hill now. There's nobody out there. I'm right here, in your house. Right here in the room with you.
I know where you are. You're in this tub.
You see, I'm not in the closet. I'm right here.
you come here?
To end your criminal career.
I've committed no crime.
I'm going to make you confess to the murder of those innocent visitors at the prison.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
cannot lie to me. I know. You killed those men in cold blood.
That's a lie.
I'll admit you're clever. You did your job with fiendish genius. But you're at the end of your rope, Kesey. The only hope left for you is to confess and clear your soul.
No, I'll admit nothing. Leave me alone. I won't confess.
Oh, yes, you will. I'm not through with you yet. Look, Kesey. In this corner of the room. Right here. That's it. Now watch carefully. And you'll see someone you met not many hours ago. Look, Kesey. Look. Cranston.
There. Now you see standing before you the man you stuffed in the chair a few hours ago.
Go away. Go away. You're dead. You're dead.
Confess, Kesey.
I killed you. You're dead.
Confess.
I won't. Go away.
Confess.
Wait.
Confess.
All right. I killed him. But I'll never be taken alive. Never.
Lamont, stop playing for just a minute.
Very well, Margot.
No, I can't understand how Kesey could have hidden his crimes for so long.
It's quite understandable, Margot. Each of Kesey's victims seemed to have died from natural causes.
But Lamont,
Let me explain, Margot. You see, Kesey was somewhat of a student of the psychology of fear. And this knowledge and the victim's natural fear of a factual instrument of death, the electric chair, enabled Kesey to produce a fear paralysis that stopped the hearts of his victims. They died of heart failure.
Then he didn't actually electrocute them?
He couldn't, Margot. The electric chair is never hooked to the powerhouse except during a legal execution.
But you, Lamont, I thought you were dead.
Well, Margot, I produced a death condition by a little trick in self-hypnosis that I learned from an old Hindu. I let Kesey think he had actually killed me.
But it's an amazing case, Lamont. I'm glad it's over.
Yes, Margot, it's over. Kesey was a fiend consumed by the heat of his own hatred. He's now with the many destroyed. And who knows, perhaps theirs is the final and most complete vengeance.
I was hired to find a blackmailer, and I did. But first I found a badly beaten Adonis, a Jezebel with an accent, and a man who had been an easy mark for murder.
From the pen of Raymond Chandler, outstanding author of crime fiction, comes his most famous character as CBS presents The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. And now, with Gerald Moore, starred as Philip Marlowe, we bring you tonight's exciting story, The Easy Mark.
I'd spent a dull day on a duller subject, which was don't get caught with your income tax return down at midnight, March 15th. And after calling time for a thick steak designated to bolster the stamina of a private detective, but nevertheless non-deductible, I reluctantly headed back to my office where I found both my conscience and the long Form 1040 still waiting, which meant there was no way out. The dull day was going to stretch on into the night, but then I got a break, because my telephone rang and the call was from one Mrs. Corey Gilbert, a prospective client who wanted action in a hurry.
Marlowe, you've got to move fast. I just found out that my husband Ross will be at 3806 Melrose Avenue in 20 minutes, and I know that means trouble.
Well, just for size, Mrs. Gilbert, how do you spell trouble?
With a capital B as in blackmail. There's no time for details now. Just get to that address and find out who Ross is meeting with. Only hurry, Marlowe, please.
Well, hurry after what, Mrs. Gilbert? I've never met your husband, remember?
Oh, yes. Well, he's tall, dark eyes, dark hair, very handsome.
And the blackmailer, short, stocky, and repulsive, I suppose.
I've never seen the blackmailer.
All right, Mrs. Gilbert, where can I reach you?
Well, I live at 439.5 Ogden Drive. The phone number is Gladstone 8195.
8195. All right, Mrs. Gilbert, I'll call you.
Thanks. Oh, and Marlowe.
Yeah?
Hurry, will you? You see, I I love my husband.
I was a little more than 20 minutes finding the address on Melrose. When I finally pulled up and parked away from the place, I figured being late didn't matter because number 3806 turned out to be an unfinished house set deep in an acre of building materials. I was about to head for a telephone and get an explanation from a confused lady named Corey Gilbert when a lot of noise from what would someday be a living room changed my mind. Then I knew that my client had the right address after all, because there in the pale light of a slice of moon, taking the last of an awful beating from a thin man with a thick beard and a lot of muscle, was Ross Gilbert. Dark eyes and dark hair, like she said, but no longer very handsome.
Don't hit me again. Stop worrying, Gilbert. I'm almost through with you except for this. A present from Nanette. And just one more from Nanette.
That last punch stacked Ross Gilbert onto a pile of rough lumber like he was another 1x12. And as he slowly scraped to the floor unconscious, thick beard dusted himself off lightly, jerked at his tie, and stepped out of the opening reserved for a future front door. I started over to help Ross Gilbert, but then I remembered that my client wanted to know who her husband was meeting and why, not how hard or fast he could swing. So I decided for the time being to play it quiet. When Thickbeard got into his car, I got into mine. I followed him all the way to Beverly Hills, where he pulled to a stop in front of the Camden Arms Court. I parked, lights out, and watched him strut up a flagstone walk and knock on the door of a bungalow, number 4, which was dark. When he knocked again and it stayed dark, he took an envelope out of his pocket, wrote something on it, and jammed it into the mailbox. Then he got back into his car and started away fast. I walked up to the bungalow and helped myself to Thickbeard's empty envelope. On one side, scrawled in pencil and smudged, was the telephone number Sunset 31676. On the other, payment delivered okay, Plummer. Plummer, huh? I shoved the message into my pocket, struck a match, and started looking for a name on the front door. But then a cab pulled up, and a moment later I had help.
I can be of some assistance, perhaps?
Yes, I was just... Oh. Nanette?
Oui. Nanette Lamarck. But I do not know you, monsieur.
No, you don't.
I think if you will stop staring and begin talking, we will do much better. Who are you?
Philip Marlowe. A friend of Plummer's. He asked me to deliver a message for him. Do I go on?
Of course, Mr. Marlowe. But please come inside. It is so much nicer there.
Nanette was so right about it being nicer inside. There were lights. And that made it easier to see that the lady with the thick French accent and the gorgeous waistline was something that could have mustered her own foreign legion. She was narrow green eyes and open red lips, topped by a lot of close-cropped soft brown curls that kept running into each other. And for a dress, she was wearing about 1/4 mile of draped chiffon that, in the right places, fitted a little closer than her own skin. When I told her what I claimed had been a message from Plummer himself, she purred her thanks and started to mix me a drink. When I brought up the subject of blackmail, she stopped abruptly, spilling a bottle of perfectly good Kentucky Tavern all over the table.
Blackmail? What do you mean, Marlowe?
Extortion, honey. Malpractice of getting a lot for knowing a little that's not nice.
You're swinging wild now, mon cher.
Maybe. But if it doesn't bother you, I'll stay right with it. Because I'd like to know why you and Plummer, who have such an easy mark, insist on throwing rocks.
What easy mark are you talking about?
A tall, dark, and used to be handsome guy named Ross Gilbert.
Ross? Soda, Marlowe?
Yeah. But don't make it too sweet, honey. I can't take it that way.
Nanette will be very careful not to make it too sweet. There. Tell me, mon cher, when did you last see Plummer? Before tonight, I mean.
I'm not sure. I think it was at the fights over at the Legion Stadium last week. How do I get my drink?
Oui, mon cher. You will get your drink in your face, liar.
Tell me, Frenchie, Is that pearl handle 32 considered the very latest along the Champs-Élysées?
You have lied to me, mon ami. You see, Plummer only arrived in Los Angeles the day before yesterday, for the first time in his life.
All right, I made a mistake about seeing Plummer at the fights last week. Now, why don't you put away the gun and we'll talk about Ross Gilbert?
Ross Gilbert is a man I hate with all my heart. A man I could kill right this minute. And that, Marlowe, goes for anyone connected with him. So now get out!
Oh, without even so much as an au revoir?
I reserve au revoir for my friends, Marlowe. Good night.
Hello?
Marlowe, Mrs. Gilbert, is Ross all right?
Ross isn't here, Marlowe. What happened to him?
He ran into an ugly beating at that address on Melrose. Something nasty from out of town named Plummer is responsible. Ever hear of him and/or an imported Jezebel called Nanette Lamarck?
No, I haven't. But what about Ross? What's wrong with him?
Nothing that a pound of beefsteak and enough liniment can't cure. But before we worry about Ross, Mrs. Gilbert, one more thing. It's a phone number I found on the back of an envelope that belonged to Plummer. Number is Sunset 31676.
What?
Somebody you know?
Someone I know very well. It's the telephone number of my ex-husband, Emery Marsh.
Emery Marsh, huh? Fancy dress designer on Wilshire?
That's right. But what's he got to do with all this? Emery only met Ross once in Mexico, a party at Ensenada.
Yeah, well, look, Mrs. Gilbert, why don't we postpone collecting Ross until I find out a little more? Where does your ex-husband Marsh live?
In Santa Monica. But there's a good chance that he's still at his place on Wilshire. He does most of his work at night.
Well, then Wilshire Boulevard's my next stop. I'll try to make it a quick one. Goodbye. Emery Marsh's place on Wilshire was an expensive shop with a single velvet-lined show window that was home for a beautiful mannequin wearing an evening gown that would drop at the first sneeze. And after I spent 5 minutes thumping on a plush, leather-upholstered portal, a light finally clicked on someplace inside. And a moment later, Emery Marsh opened the door. He was tall, 45, sandy-haired, and looked less like a dress designer than I did. So after following his tweet back into an inner sanctum that was combed plywood behind Chinese modern furniture, I decided to play it almost straight.
Now, Mr. Marlowe, what can I do for you?
Well, it's a little too early to tell. I'm a private detective, Mr. Marsh, and I'm working for your ex-wife, Corey Gilbert.
Corey?
Mm-hmm.
Is she in trouble, Mr. Marlowe?
No, we're close to it. Tell me, Mr. Marsh, when you were last over to Nanette Lamarck's place at Camden Arms, when was that?
Nanette Lamarck?
Yeah.
I've never heard of her.
Nor a man named Plummer?
Nor a man named Plummer. Who are they?
Well, in the order I tossed them out, a mademoiselle with a touchy temper and a thug who needs a shave.
I don't understand. How do they concern me?
Well, maybe they don't. But your telephone number turned up on Plummer. Both Plummer and Nanette are tied on to a man who at this moment is probably picking himself up off the floor of an unfinished house at 3806 Melrose Avenue. His name, Mr. Marsh, is Ross Gilbert.
Gilbert?
Yes, that's right. What do you know about him?
Well, very little. I only met him once at the Riviera Pacifico.
Riviera Pacifico?
The hotel at Ensenada in Mexico. Matter of fact, it was the same night that he met Corey.
Which didn't make you very happy, huh?
No, you've got it wrong. Corey and I were already divorced. The three of us meeting was nothing more than an accident.
Oh. And when Ross and Corey parlayed that accident into marriage, were you still smiling?
Better than that, Mr. Marlowe. When that happened a month ago, I was grinning. You see, until then, I had been paying Corey $1,200 a month alimony for 2.5 years.
And Corey gave all that up for love and Ross Gilbert, huh?
Ross Gilbert isn't exactly a pauper, Mr. Marlowe.
No, I guess not. Blackmailing a pauper doesn't add up.
What did you say, Mr. Marlowe?
I said putting the bite on somebody who has nothing is like sucking a lollipop with a cellophane on it. You get action but no results, you see?
Oh.
Now tell me, why does the word blackmail come home to roost, Mr. Marsh? You wouldn't happen to know who the guilty party is, would you?
No, Mr. Marlowe. And what's more, if I did, I certainly wouldn't keep that sort of thing to myself.
Oh, no, I don't think you would. Well, thanks anyway, Mr. Marsh. You've been a big help.
I'm glad. And if I can be of any further help, don't hesitate to call on me, Mr. Marlowe. Please.
Oh, I won't, Mr. Marsh. You can depend on it. All the way from Wilshire Boulevard to Mrs. Gilbert's place on Ogden Drive, I kept wondering who wanted how much out of Ross Gilbert and why. About 20 minutes later, when I pulled up in front of the house, I started concentrating on my client, who had to be the woman standing next to a green coupe in the driveway and waiting in double time. Corey Gilbert was long, flowing blonde hair draped over shoulders that at the moment looked like they were carrying the weight of the world. But she was prettier worried than most women who always keep it gay.
Mr. Marlowe?
Yeah, Mrs. Gilbert?
Yes.
Your husband shown up yet?
No. Marlowe, what do you suppose
Take it easy. Maybe we'd better have another look at 3806 Melrose Avenue, huh?
Whatever you say. Shall I drive?
If you've got a license.
Yes, Mr. Marlowe. I've got a license.
Well, okay, let's go. The way we took off in Corey's Nash, I wasn't sure whether her license was for driving a car or an airplane. And while she kept its 83.5 AAA on the accelerator, she talked about her husband. Why she was worried. By the time we were near the place, I knew all about the party in Ensenada, their whirlwind courtship, and what a fine guy Ross Gilbert was. When we got out of the car and started over the last 100 yards toward the unfinished house, I'd learned everything Corey knew about the blackmail angle, which wasn't very much.
It started last week, Marlowe, when we got back from our honeymoon. Ross wasn't himself at all. He was worried. He forgot how to laugh. He argued with me over any and everything.
Where does the blackmail come in?
I don't know. He wouldn't tell me what was wrong. Then this evening, just before I called you, I overheard him talking on the telephone. That's when I caught the word blackmail and this address.
Now, maybe Ross will be able to fill in a few of the blanks for us. Oh, he was over here in this room on a pile of lumber when I...
Ross!
Plumber must have done a lot more damage than I figured.
Ross! Ross!
Take it easy, baby.
Marlowe! What is it? Is he...
I'm afraid he is, Corey.
That man! He beat him to death!
No, Corey, that round hole in Gilbert's chest wasn't made by a fist. From where I stand, it looks like a .32 caliber bullet.
In just a moment, we will return to the second act of The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. But first, for some new wrinkles in the mystery field, look on the face of Mr. Jack Benny, eminent producer of the mystery comedy The Lucky Stiff, which opened in New York today. Although Mr. Benny's stars are Dorothy Lamour, Claire Trevor, and Brian Donlevy, Jack's face is covered with new wrinkles because he couldn't be in New York to sell the tickets himself. He's remaining in Hollywood to appear tomorrow night on CBS on The Jack Benny Show with Mary Livingston, Don Wilson, Dennis Day, Phil Harris, and Rochester. So be sure to listen. And now, with our star, Gerald Moore, we return to the second act of Philip Marlowe and tonight's story, The Easy Mark.
Corey Gilbert's face went sickly white, and her mouth twisted on the brink of hysteria as she stared at the dead man. I turned her away from it and led her to a window. She did the fastest job of pulling us off together I'd ever seen. And I went back to the body. On the way, I noticed a folded scrap of paper on the floor. It was a page torn out of a desk diary, but all that was written on it was the address of the unfinished house we were in. I looked down at what had once been Ross Gilbert. Setup didn't make any sense. A victim of blackmail had been beaten up by a total stranger, and then, a little while later, murdered. Somebody had killed the goose that was laying the golden eggs, and it didn't figure in any direction. Well, I just about decided to go through his pockets when a sound from Corey changed my mind.
Marlowe, come here, quick.
What is it, Corey?
There's someone out there. I saw a shadow move.
Get away from the window.
Marlowe, there, running. Why, it's a woman.
Yeah. And quite a woman. What do you know?
She's crossing the street now. Who is it, Marlowe? Who is she?
Character as French as Milani's 1890. Only she's more like nitric acid than salad dressing, Corey. Her name is Nanette Lamarck.
She's getting in that car. Aren't you going to stop her?
No. I've got a line on Miss Lamarck. I can find her.
But she was hiding here. She could be the one who shot Ross, couldn't she?
Easily. In fact, right now, she's the odds-on favorite. But she's also cagey, and we'll have better luck if we get her on home ground where she'll talk. Besides, there's a big chunk of this business that doesn't follow.
What do you mean?
Well, look, the murder came out in reverse. Ross was paying off, so he should have been the killer instead of the corpse. Which means there's more than blackmail involved.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is he's dead, and that woman killed him.
Maybe. Come on, Corey, let's get out of here.
Where are we going?
Well, first you take me back to my car, and then I got a job for you to do.
What kind of a job?
Well, I found this page ripped out of a desk diary, probably Ross's. I want you to go through all his things and find that diary for me. There might be something else in it that'll give us a connection.
All right. Where are you going?
Gotta pay a call on Nanette. Only this time I'm bringing my own welcome mat. I think I'll need it. After Corey dropped me off, I called Lieutenant Ibarra at Homicide, reported the body, and then I got into my own car and drove out to Beverly Hills again, to the Camden Arms Court. Nanette's bungalow had lights on. I parked down the street and made tracks back through the landscaping to a side window. Nanette was playing pin-up girl on the arm of a divan. She watched someone pace back and forth across the room. When I got close enough to hear what was being said, that someone turned out to be Corey Gilbert's first husband, Emery Marsh.
Like chickens with their heads off. So Ross Gilbert was shot to death. But I've got to know the truth about one thing, Miss Lamarck. My entire life's work is at stake. Can't you understand?
All right, Monsieur Marsh. Do not break out into tears, I will tell you. Plummer is merely a private investigator I hired to locate Ross Gilbert for me. Now, are you happy?
No. Why did such a person have my telephone number? That's what I want to know. I'll be ruined if I'm involved in this mess. My reputation means everything to my business, and, well, things aren't going too well just now. If I'm connected with a scandal, I'll be wiped out.
Well, stop worrying. I saw you with Ross Gilbert 3 or 4 times before he disappeared. So I gave your name to Plummer as a possible lead to Ross. That is all.
Why did you want to find Ross Gilbert?
That, mon ami, is none of your business. You found out what you wanted, so good night.
All right. I'll go. But can I count on you to keep my name out of this?
Listen, I am counting on me to keep my own name out of it. And I will be very busy doing that. Good night.
I plastered myself up against the side of the house and watched Emery Marsh leave. He looked anything but happy over the result of his interview with Nanette, but I figured I had the benefit of experience to work with and less to lose than he had. So I waited until he was out of sight, and then I stepped up to the door, braced myself, and tried my luck.
You again.
Yeah, and I want to talk to you.
Get your foot out of my door. Oh, get out of here. Get out.
Not until we've had a nice, quiet chat, Nanette, and I think we'll take up where Emery Marsh left off.
What? Look, just who exactly are you, Marlowe?
Your boy Plummer and I are distant fraternity brothers, but there the similarity ends.
Just another chief private detective.
Ooh. Okay, baby, if that tough stuff's the only language you understand, we'll talk that.
Oh, stop it. Leave me alone.
Now get over there. Sit down.
Oh, you ape.
I'd be nice to me if I were you, Nanette. Because I just love to see a rope around that lovely neck of yours. And what's more, I can almost put one there. You're in a mess right up to your accent. So start making answers beautiful and keep them straight. First, why did you put Plummer on Ross Gilbert's trail?
Because he double-crossed me, that is why.
Double-crossed you how?
He ran away from me. He was mine, all bought and paid for, you understand?
Not exactly.
When I met him, he was flat broke. I bought him every decent stitch of clothes that he had. Gave him everything he needed to be a gentleman because we were going to be married. And then he ran out on me and took everything with him that he could lay his hands on.
Go on.
Nobody does that to Nanette Lamarck. Nobody.
So you hired that licensed thug Plummer to find him and beat him half to death, right?
Exactly.
Well, go ahead, baby. The story doesn't end there. Tell me the rest, the good part. About how you waited until Plummer got through with him, and then you went down to that unfinished blueprint out of House and Gardens and killed him.
No, that is not true. I did not do that. Why, I could not.
It's no bigger lie than the rest of it. Where's that pearl handle 32 of yours, Nanette? And don't reach for it. Just tell me.
What do you want with
I
me?
want to see if it's been fired. Now, where is it?
Call it, Jack.
Oh, fine.
Plummer.
Miss Lamarck might not like for you to see her gun.
Oh, I thought you would never get here.
Who's this character, Miss Lamarck?
Another private detective, Marlowe by name.
No kidding. Well, we got a lot in common, haven't we, Jack?
Yes, we've each got 2 arms and 2 legs. And the name is Phil.
Oh, that's the way it is, huh? Well, listen, Jack. You got no business here in the first place. For 2 cents, I'll chop you down.
You're even cheaper than I figured.
Why,
and you
you
can put
big-
away that big, nasty gun, too, because I got you cold. That envelope you stuck in Nanette's mailbox tonight had a slip of paper inside from one of your old clients.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Can't you guess? Hey, you want to see it?
Well, yeah, let's have a look at that.
Okay. Take a good look. Come on, drop the gun, Plummer. Come on, drop it. My arm! All right, now, fold up. There's your bargain basement detective, Nanette. You didn't get your money's worth, did you? Now, shall we take a look at that pearl-handled gun of yours?
It is over there in my bag.
Thanks. Clip's full and it smells sure as gunpowder.
Of course not. I did not kill Ross. Why, I was not even inside of that building where he was.
Yeah, I know, but you... Wait a minute, say that again.
I said I was never inside that unfinished house where he was found. When I drove up, you were already there, so I left.
Yeah, I know. And Plummer's gun is... fully loaded. Hasn't been fired either. Baby, you've just given me a great idea.
An idea? But I do not understand.
Never mind, I'll explain it to you later. And incidentally, you better be around. Right now, I've got to find out one more thing, and then maybe I'll pop this whole shebang wide open.
Mr. Marlowe.
Good evening, Mr. Marsh. Lucky to find you still working, huh?
Late hours are a habit with me these days. Come in.
Thanks. Mr. Marsh, I've come back for that help you offered me earlier this evening.
I see. Well, the offer's still good.
Fine. I think your ex-wife, Corey, is lying to me. She claims you didn't know Ross Gilbert, that you only met him once at that party in Ensenada, but you did know him, didn't you?
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, I did get acquainted with Ross slightly. We had dinner together a few times.
And you really did favor his marriage to Corey because it freed you automatically from that alimony load you were carrying.
That's correct, Marlowe, but I don't
And it's also correct, isn't it, that you couldn't afford to go to court to have your alimony reduced because that would let your snobbish clientele know you were going on the rocks.
Yes, that's also true.
And maybe it's true that you actually engineered the marriage and it backfired on you.
Very smart, Mr. Marlowe. Just keep your hands at your side. This might go off.
Yes. Well, I expected a reaction, but not quite so soon.
Too bad. I'll trouble you for your gun, now that you've got it all figured out. Yes, Marlowe, I engineered that marriage. Corey was attracted to Gilbert, but he was broke. I knew that would scare Corey off if she found out.
So you and Corey made a deal, particularly with Ross. He wanted to marry Corey, you supplied the cash for his courtship, right?
Yes, only he wouldn't stop there. He kept demanding more.
Sure, it figured from the start. Ross wasn't being blackmailed, he was the blackmailer himself, and that made you worse off than before, so you killed him.
You're so right, Mr. Marlowe. And remember, the price for 2 murders is the same as for 1. So you've really left me no alternative.
I'll give you an alternative, Emery.
Corey!
One thing you didn't count on. I really loved Ross Gilbert.
Well, I guess that winds it up, Corey. Emery's in the hospital, and Nanette and Plummer are both in the clink.
Too bad I only hit Emery in the hand. I never could trust my aim. It's always been bad, in a lot of ways.
It was good enough tonight, baby. Lucky for me you showed up when you did. Say, what made you come to Marsh's place, anyway?
Well, that page from the desk diary paid off, Marlowe. Only we made a mistake.
No?
It didn't come from Ross's diary. It came from Emery's. I finally remembered his handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you tell me something, Marlowe.
Yeah?
How did you know Emery was guilty?
No. Well, he made the oldest slip in the book. When he was talking to Nanette, I overheard him say that Ross had been shot. Emery had no way of knowing that Gilbert was dead or how he'd been killed unless Nanette told him. And for a while I thought she had, but then I found out that she couldn't have because she'd never been inside the house where we found Ross.
So it had to be Emery.
Sure.
I see. Well, Marlowe, what does a gal say at the end of a night like this? Thanks or something?
Just thanks will be enough. I gotta do my income tax. Can I give you a lift?
No, I'll walk a while. I've got some thinking to do about marksmanship. But call me sometime later on, will you? Just to see if I'm shooting in the right direction.
You can count on it, Corey.
Thanks. Good night, Phil.
I watched her for a moment as she walked down the street all by herself, deep in her own thoughts, and it looked to me like she was playing it strictly square. I almost wanted to follow her. The first time in a long time, I felt like I wanted to get to know a client better. But March 15th can slip up awfully fast, and that long form 1040 was still unfinished and waiting for me in my office. So I decided to go back and work on my income tax and play it strictly square, too. After all, that's really the easiest way in the long run. Yeah, I keep telling myself.
The Adventures of Philip Marlowe, created by Raymond Chandler, stars Gerald Moore, and is produced by Norman MacDonald. The script by Mel Donnelly, Robert Mitchell, and Gene Levitt was directed by Ralph Rose. Featured in the cast were Sylvia Sims, Laurette Philbrandt, Ken Harvey, and Paul Duboff. The special music was by Richard O'Run. Be sure and be with us again next week when Philip Marlowe says...
There was a man with a bad heart, a telephone number scribbled on a cash register receipt, and a corpse on the other side of town. But I couldn't see the connection between them until I realized they were all tied together by the same long rope, worth $30,000.
Next Wednesday evening, February 2nd, CBS will bring you a moving, powerful drama of a reporter who took an assignment he eagerly sought, only to find it came too close to home. Its title is Mind in the Shadow. Its star is Eddie Albert, and its story tells how the reporter set out to reveal the shocking facts about our mental hospitals, and then learned that his lovely young wife might have to enter one. Based on actual documentary evidence of conditions existing today, you'll find Mind in the Shadow, a revealing story of something which could happen to you. Hear Mind in the Shadow, starring Eddie Albert, next Wednesday evening, over most of these same CBS network stations. Now, stay tuned for Gangbusters, which follows immediately over most of these same stations. This is Roy Rowan speaking for CBS, Jack Benny's new address, Sunday night on CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Words poetic, I'm so pathetic that I always have found it best, instead of getting them off my chest, to let them rest unexpressed. I hate parading my serenading, as I'll probably miss a bar. But if my ditty is not so great,
how do you do?
How do you do?
Fine, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Great day seeing, great world to be in, sun shining brightly, breeze blowing lightly.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine head my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder.
It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Fine, how are you?
Fine, how are you? Making $1 a minute.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine head my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth,
it's actual.
Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. zippity. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It is the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.